Welcome into Borleski Ballpark, Sweets and the Northpaws. Back at it, game number 2. Walla Walla lost game 1 yesterday, the first home series opening loss all season long, a 6-1 L. But today the Sweets come back with full vengeance. Can Walla Walla take game 2 and force a rubber match? We'll find out here on the Sweets Digital Network. I'm Drew Alba on the mic for today's contest. But before we get to first pitch, we have a couple of things we want to do on the pregame show. As always, our players roundup and countdown with Colby. So why don't we see manager Colby Waterlow? What do you think about the loss in yesterday's ball game? Drew Alba here with manager of the Walla Walla Sweets, Colby Waterlow, for another edition of Countdown with Colby. There we go, finally. So you got the off day in there. You know, we come back yesterday, and we do it right. All right, so yesterday's ball game, obviously not ideal for the Sweets. You know, just kind of going out of the loss. What are your feelings?
Yeah, disappointing one to kick off the six-game stretch here, especially here at home. Yeah, I don't know. We didn't make adjustments quick enough in the way that we needed to. Their arm threw well.
Yeah.
Their starter going 7 innings is 7 innings in the West Coast League is a solid start no matter what, and kept us off balance, and we took too long to make adjustments, and they had a good approach to what they were trying to do. So we learned from yesterday. We move on to today, and it's a new day when we show up at the park.
When a guy's rolling like that, what do you do to try to kind of break some of that rhythm?
Yesterday we didn't do enough, I would say.
Right, obviously, but looking back.
Yeah, I would say trying to find other ways to generate some offense. You know, we've talked about, hey, is there a way for us to use bunt as a weapon, a little bit more, try to drop some drag bunts down with some of our guys that can run. In the third inning, I mean, you scraped a run across, and then from that point on, the offense went dormant, but there was some life early on. Yeah, I think it's easy, especially with younger hitters, to feel like as we're starting to struggle offensively with a certain guy that, hey, I need to try to hit our way out of things and, try to swing it to make offense go. And so, I think we were maybe a little bit too selective in certain counts when we took too many good pitches, and then we swung at the pitches that he wanted us to swing at.
Right.
And so I think it's making those adjustments there approach-wise, trying to find any other way that we can get on base, doing a little bit better job with 2 strikes, heavy slider away last night, and so trying to scoot up on the plate a little bit and take that pitch away. But, those are some of the small adjustments we've talked about, and we'll see what we can do going in today.
Looking at the starting pitching for the Sweets tonight, Nakoa back out there on the hill. A really good start in Yakima, then in Portland. So not bad, not great. What going into that, how do you kind of find that Yakima version of Nakoa here early on in the season?
Yeah, I think for him it's just commanding the baseball in the zone, as it is for most people. I'm not too worried about him. Or I thought Portland, he threw it just fine, and we're a couple swings away from that ball game being a little bit different.
Yeah.
For him also, that was the first time throwing to Estabrook, a guy who had just shown up at the time, and so I think there's some getting to know each other and how guys like to pitch, and so he'll be working with Beasley behind the plate today, and guys they're starting to get familiar with each other, starting to learn how they can attack, what makes them effective, and so I think if he can do a good job of finding the zone early in counts, and he's going to give us as good a chance as anybody.
For the most part yesterday, a couple steals from the Northpaws, but nothing out of the ordinary. And you look at them, 30 steals more than second place right behind them in the West Coast League. Nikhil Beasley, first time facing them, you tell them the same thing you told Owen.
Yeah, be ready to go, but be ready to throw. They're going to look for ways to take bags, and they didn't run in high volume yesterday, but it seemed like a lot of the runs that they did get were get on with an error, a single, and then it turns into a double because they're able to take a bag, and then it only takes one hit to score them. So we saw that a couple of times, which was great offense on their part. They're putting pressure on us, and I think for him, it's, hey, go out there, be ready. For Nakoa, it's, hey, slide step, and we got to make sure we're quick to the plate to give Nikhil a chance to throw. But I think we did a decent job of handling it. I think there's more meat left on the bone, but also not a atrocious job in the first game. So I thought we adjusted to that well, and we had a decent plan of attack. So
this is a generality, but the Sweets have a lot of these guys with a lot of potential, a lot going to these big D1 schools, and you look at the other side, Kamloops. Experience, maybe not so much the UCLA, the Stanfords of the world, but played a lot of baseball. How do you balance kind of, okay, they've played more baseball than us, but we've got to go out there and act like we've been playing college ball for the last few years, and it's hard.
Yeah, no, it's definitely hard. There's not really a replacement for experience.
Right.
It's a cliche saying, in all industries, but I think for us, it's coming out and trusting that our tools can win if we play with good energy. If we put the pressure back on them, I think we can put pressure on them in similar ways and also in some different ways than how they put pressure on us. And we saw a little bit of maybe for the first time, a bit of a grittier approach at the plate. You saw some of those guys like they would get fastball and they just slap it the other way for a single, right? Or find a way to sneak it through the 4-hole for a single. And so maybe not swinging to do as much damage, but when it gets strung together, that's kind of how they kind of felt a little bit like death by paper cut. It was like one run here, one run here, one run here, and
there wasn't that big blow up inning. No. That's kind of what I noticed also. When calling the game, is just one run there, one run here.
Yeah.
And there was opportunities for the Sweets on the other side to kind of do the same thing, but it's been that blow up inning for the Sweets offensively that really been the thing. What do you tell guys with the runner on third base? Like, let's just do the simple stuff here.
Yeah, I think the guys know what they need to do, and they're doing a good job for the most part. We talked about today being a little bit better, like during batting practice, we had some repetition in being a little bit better in certain counts. When it's an advantage count, we can't miss it. And we can't make an easy out in an advantage count. If we're gonna make an out in an advantage count, we need to put the pressure on their defense and not let it be a rollover ground ball or an easy fly ball for them to just run underneath. And with 2 strikes, hey, we need to put the ball in play and force our defense to make plays. Playing on a field that yesterday, first time they're out here, they've never seen before, and obviously it's a fantastic playing surface, but it still is a new environment, and so try to put a little more pressure on them in all counts. Make them earn what they get.
So your team coach, second in the West Coastal League in walks per game. You have over 100 on the season, 1 in every 5 at-bats, a free pass 90 feet. The mentality going into that, is it a strategy? Is it luck early on? What is it?
You're talking offensive, right?
Offensive,
yes.
Okay. Good thing.
Yes. Okay, just to make sure.
1 in every 5 at-bats.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
I think early on we were capitalizing on that. I think it's kind of what I was talking about earlier. It's being ready to go on the pitches that we should hit and maybe knowing which ones are not the ones to go on. I think we're making a few more early count outs than we did early on.
Okay.
But also as pitchers are getting more settled in, the walk numbers are going to tend to go down, right? And the free pass numbers are going to tend to go down. We faced some good pitching staffs the last couple weeks, and so not surprised to see that number going down a little bit of just our number of walks per game, but we're still doing a good job and finding ways to get on base. And now it's, hey, if we do get the walk, and we do find our way on base, how can we utilize, get the timely hit? How can we get the team at bat to move guys around and then drive them in with 2 outs and with under 2 outs?
Nate Stuyvesant, he enters the line for the first time today. Stanford kid, don't know much about him. I don't know what you know, but what do you expect?
Yeah, I think he's going to be a solid defender. Play a little bit second base, third base. He's going to be at second base tonight. That's where he's played the majority of his time in the infield back at school. So add another talented infielder to the mix of the squad that we've already kind of have assembled. And I'm expecting for him to go out there. It's fresh legs. It's a guy who's got excitement to be here and who's ready to go out and play. Comes from a program that's highly regarded and does things in a professional manner, goes about their business with a good workmanship, and so I'm excited to see him go out there, leave it all out on the field, see what he's got, and a great addition to the team.
Right, for sure. All right, so the Colby question of the day. Today is Walk Your Dog Wednesday for the first time in the ballpark. Hey, are you excited to see furry friends out in the background?
Of course I am. Yeah, I'm a dog guy. I'm excited to see the pups out here.
Not worried about the dogs running on the field and Marley and me or anything.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not. If it happens, that's how it goes.
All right. So what's your favorite animal? And if it's a dog, and even if it's not a dog, what's your favorite type of dog?
So my favorite dog, I would say a tie between, or my favorite animal is a tie between dogs and horses.
Nice. Horse guy.
Yeah.
There you go.
Kind of cool.
Nice,
I don't know. I've always
Walla Walla's
never had
horses
one,
running
but
around.
Walla Walla, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Dogs, I have a black lab golden retriever mix at home named Ruthie. She's about to turn 5, so I like lab retrievers, so I've got a mix of them both. So it's great. But that's my favorite dog breed.
Did you have a dog growing up?
I did. Yeah, I've had a chocolate lab growing up, and so I guess I've always had a lab mix of some sort.
Okay.
So,
nice.
But
water dogs.
Yeah,
there you go.
Exactly.
Right.
Loves the water.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, hopefully the Sweets can find the pool out in right center field tonight. Who knows?
Who knows?
We'll have to
Maybe.
see. We'll have to see. All right, it's another edition of Countdown with Colby. Thanks so much as always.
Thanks, Drew. Yeah,
Yes,
go
thanks.
Sweets.
Drew Alba here on this edition of Player Roundup with Alex Figueroa. Alex, how we doing?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. So, okay, you come out a really good season up until your last start where you gave up a few runs in the 9th inning. Before that, though, let's just erase that one. How were you feeling on the mound?
Great. Every opportunity I've had to get the ball, I've felt great.
Yeah, in Portland, I was watching on the edge of
Yeah.
my seat. You got out of that bases loaded jam. What was going through your mindset, your approach, and then, the emotion after the fact?
Once in that at bat, I was just trying to get ahead of him. It was bases loaded, obviously not trying to walk in another run.
Mhm.
But yeah, it was good to get ahead of him and then get a put away pitch, and yeah, I was able to put away.
Does your mindset change when there's runners on base compared to when there's just one guy in, except for your delivery?
Not really. You just got to go and attack every hitter and approach it kind of the same way every time.
And then you look back to your last start, obviously, not as good as the ones previous. Was there anything different or just baseball?
Baseball.
Right.
It just stuff happens, and sometimes
Got to go back out there.
yeah, sometimes the ball gets hit above the lights, and some guys can't see it, and
Sure.
just baseball stuff happens.
All right, so I'm sure you hear this a lot, but you're pitching, you're down at your almost your ankle.
Yeah.
Has this kind of been always how you've played the game?
No, actually, my
Wow.
first bullpen at my junior college, I was told to get down there and
Oh, wow.
change the arm slot, so I kind of had to adjust, get used to it, and over time it's progressively got lower and lower. So now it's like at its lowest point. So it's pretty cool though.
Did you in high school? Were you a sidearm pitcher at all?
No, I was a little 3/4, so
Okay.
not really that low, but yeah, definitely I'm a little funky now for sure.
Yeah. So what was the mindset from your coaches to switch it up? They saw something in you that to change it.
It was my junior college coach.
Okay.
He after my exit meeting after my first year, he told me that he liked me down there a little bit, so I kind of stuck with it, and I mean it's worked out.
It's been working.
Yeah.
I've been up in the booth in Portland, and the away broadcast, or I guess I was the away broadcaster, but the home broadcast was like, I think this is the closest we're going to get to a submarine pitcher all season long. A dying breed out there. You take some pride in that. I can pitch from down here and be effective.
Absolutely, and I love doing it, so that's why I keep doing it.
Yeah. Colby said you're kind of like his ace in his sleeve. Your wild card that in a big spot when maybe the starter's gone 2 or 3 times around the rotation. Okay, now we're throwing in a guy who throws into the 70s, who's down at the ankles. Does that kind of go into your philosophy out there on the hill to just change up batters' eyesight and everything?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I know it's a difficult at bat for the hitters, but I mean I just gotta same thing. Just continue to attack them and just go right after them.
I'm gonna ask for your biggest strength and your biggest weakness to your game.
Biggest strength, attacking hitters. Weakness, I don't know. I don't know about my weakness.
What's the thing that you think you could, potentially improve on? The velo, maybe the
Yeah,
control.
Definitely velo,
Okay.
and yeah, just getting longer into my outings. And that's about it.
Do you think it's harder to get velo from down there at the floor?
Oh yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it takes a lot of stuff to be able to get velo and momentum from throwing down there. But yeah.
So Alex, when I'm watching you up there in the booth, I'm watching and my arm is physically hurting out there. What's the recovery? What's the rehab? The stretching to get your body to do that?
Actually, I think it's a little bit easier on the arm and shoulder because usually after I pitch, I'm not as sore. I'm more sore in like my back. But my shoulder and my elbow, it feels great.
That's interesting. I didn't think about your back. You're like leaning over the whole time.
Yeah.
Very nice. All right, so it's Walk Your Dog Wednesday today in the ballpark.
Yeah.
I asked Colby the same thing, but what's your favorite animal all time?
Oh, it's a dog, for
Dog.
sure.
Okay,
absolutely.
great. Okay, so what's your favorite type of dog?
Golden Retriever.
Golden Retriever.
Yeah.
Easy answer.
Easy.
Did you have one growing up?
No, I didn't. That's my dream dog.
Really?
But one day I will for sure have a Golden Retriever.
Did you ever have a dog?
No, I haven't. But I've been taking care of actually one of the guys on the team, Troy. I've been taking care of his dog whenever,
nice.
And yeah, I love dogs. So
Is it a Golden Retriever?
No, it's actually a pit bull.
There
yeah,
you go.
but she's so sweet.
Yeah, close second maybe after the Golden.
Oh
Line.
yeah, absolutely.
All right, well we got a dog on the hill over here, Alex Figueroa, on this edition of Player Roundup. Thanks so much.
Sweet, appreciate it.
dine in. Redeemable today after the game. 1 pizza per group of 4 patrons. Sweets fans, it's about game time. We can't do without those 2 words. We're the Diamond Club tonight. You guys know those 2 words are helping out. 1, 2, 3. Leading off with the Northpaws, the center fielder number 6, Ethan Walla.
Welcome into Borleski Ballpark for game number 2 between the Sweets and the Northpaws. Walla Walla dropped yesterday's ball game at 6-1, but today is a new day, but you got the same broadcaster on the mic. Drew Alba here taking it through all 9 innings as Nakoa Moses Gamera steps on the mound first for the Sweets. He leans in, gets the sign from Nikhil Beasley, and we're off and underway. The first pitch runs outside, ball 1. First pitch, 6:37 p.m. Moses Gamera has pitched 4 times for the Sweets, 2 starts, and 12 innings pitched, a 6.75 ERA, and 5 strikeouts. Come set, and the 1-0, fouled back, a ball and a strike. Moses Gamera works with a 2-seam fastball, a slider, and a changeup from Walla Walla Community College just down the road. With the Warriors in 46 innings, had a 5.4 ERA last season. The new kid on the block out of Stanford, Nate Stuyvesant, as Moses Gamera is in his motion, and the 2-1 on the way runs well upstairs. 3 balls and 1 strike, nobody out. Top of the first, still tied up 0-0. Troy Sanders back at shortstop, his primary position, and Landon Young at the hot corner at third. Moses Gamera's 3-1 on the way, catches the inside third. Count moves full, 3 balls and 2 strikes here to Ethan Kodama, the center fielder. In left field, Trevor Teat. Center field, Cole Rogers. And in right field, Johnny Backus. Nobody out. The payoff pitch on the way. A little squeebing. Ball that rolls on the ground to Sanders. He throws over to first. Beats Kodama by a step or 2, and it's out number 1.
The second baseman, number 25.
Brings up Tanner Hornback, the second baseman today for the Northpaws. Moses Gamera leans in. Yesterday, Hornback went 2 for 4. As the first pitch, check swing, did he go? He did. Yesterday was Hornback's first game with the Northpaws. Struck out just once. The 0-1. A hard shot down the first base side. Foul territory. Kent moves 0-2 here to Hornback. In yesterday's ball game, the Swedes lose 6-1. A game where Walla Walla struck out 8 times, just 5 hits. The 0-2 on the way. Just a little bit up and outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The Sweets in their all-white home uniforms with the navy blue cap and Sweet Lou on the front of the baseball cap as the next pitch is fouled back. 1 ball and 2 strikes here to Hornback rather, who steps in with an all-black bat. Red jersey, gray pants. Wearing the black cap with the red bill. The 1-2 on the way from Moses Gamera. A chopper over towards third. Landon Young charges. Going to be a tough play. The throw to first, not in time. Hornback too speedy down the line, and it's a infield single for the first base runner of the game here in the top of the first inning. Sweets and Northpaws tied up at 0-0. Brings up Drew Schmidt, shortstop today. Played shortstop yesterday, and boy, did he have a game. 4 for 5. Did not strike out. 2 RBI. Hitting .444 on the year. The first pitch on the way. Popped up behind the plate. 0-1. 0-1. No team likes to steal more than the Northpaws. 66 stolen bases on the year. Throw goes over to first. Hornback dives back safely. The next best team, 30 steals lower than that mark. It's not even close. Corvallis at 35 with 1 out. Moses Gamera gets the sign. The quick step misses in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bluebird sky here in Walla Walla, mid-70 degrees day. You can see the American flag blowing right to left. All 50 stars and 13 stripes visible as the throw goes over to Cadiz at first base. Hornback dives back safely again. Muddies up the jersey, but no harm, no foul. 1 out, 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch on the way. Lined out towards deep left center field, ranging back T at the track, makes the play over his left shoulder, squeezes the glove, and it's out number 2. That brings up Joey Rico. Rico in yesterday's ball game, 2 for 4 on the day, up to .313 on the year. The top 4 batters for the Northpaws in Kodama, Hornback, Schmidt, and Rico all played yesterday as the first pitch on the way misses low and outside, 1-0. The bottom half of the lineup, 5 through 9, all did not play the Sweets in yesterday's ball game as Moses Gamera plays catch with Cadiz at first. Here with 2 outs, top of the first inning, Sweets and Northpaws tied up at 0-0. The 1-0 from Moses Gamera. Check swing, did he go? He did not. Close call, but Taylor Parsons, field umpire for today's game, says he did not go. Behind the plate, David Richardson. The 2-0 on the way, and Richardson calls a ball that misses just a little bit up and outside, ball number 3. 3-0, 2 outs, here to Rico. Pretty good showing here on deck on Walk Your Dog Wednesday at Burlesque Ballpark. Moses Gamera throws to first once again. Finally, Hornback says, I've had enough. I'm not sliding back anymore. He goes back without a slide. 2 outs, the 3-0. Clips the bottom of the zone. 3 balls and 1 strike. In yesterday's ball game, right around 1,000 on deck here at Burlesque. Fans still trailing in here as the 3-1 is shot out of a cannon. Right field, Backus ranges back, makes the play at his knees, and it's out number 3. Northpaws leave 1 on. To the bottom of the first we go. Walla Walla with a chance to strike first. We'll be back right after this on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Play, stay, get away at Clearwater River Casino in Lewiston, Idaho. Owned and operated by the Nez Perce Tribe. Experience Namipu hospitality with 600 gaming machines, comfortable lodging, dining, and sports bar. Excitement is everywhere. The region's premier destination for events and entertainment. Win big with unforgettable concerts, comedy shows, and live sports action. Discover your next play, stay, get away. Visit crcasino.com and start your adventure today.
To the bottom of the first frame we go here at Borleski Ballpark. Drew Alba here on the mic, taking you through all 9 innings here in game number 2 between the Northpaws and the Sweets. Out there on the mound, J.M. Harduvel, the right-handed pitcher out of Cal University. Had a tough first start with the Northpaws. 1 inning pitch, gave up 6 earned runs, collected just 1 strikeout. Brings up Trevor T., the first bat for the Sweets. The first pitch on the way, up high, ball 1. Harduvel did not play for the Cal Golden Bears last season. First real run on the mound in quite some time, the rising junior. The 1-0 to T. Flips the outside black. 1 ball and 1 strike. Trevor T. hitting leadoff hit. Lead off in yesterday's game as well. Went 1 for 3 with the K. In the motion and the pitch. Check swing, did he go? He did not. 2 balls and 1 strike. T hitting now .311 on the year. Putting together a great start of the season as he wiggles his all-black bat behind his right shoulder. The 2-1. Up and inside at the chin. T has to swivel back. Avoids the baseball, and we have a hitter's count here to the leadoff bat. 3 balls and 1 strike. The pitch. Smoked out towards deep left field. Pulaski ranges back, kiss it goodbye, cause it's gone! Trevor T circles the bases. It's a leadoff jack for the Sweets. Walla Walla strikes first on top 1-0 over Kamloops here in the bottom of the first inning. The Sweets had 1 run in 9 innings in yesterday's ball game. Trevor T gets that done in 1 at bat. The leadoff man immediately giving J.M. Harduvel some problems as the first pitch to Troy Sanders runs upstairs 1-0. Make it T's 3rd homer of the year. All out towards left field, all here at Borleski Ballpark, the home stadium for the Walla Walla Sweets. The 1-0. Curveball runs up and in, 2 balls and no strikes. Playing outfield for the Northpaws, Cade Pulaski out in left. In center field, Ethan Kodama. And in right field, Joey Rico, all at standard depth as the 2-0 trails away. An off-speed pitch that slides into the other batter's box. 3 balls and no strikes. Keegan Drinkle at first. At second base, Tanner Hornback. Shortstop, Drew Schmidt. Joey Marino at third. And the catcher, Caitlin Appenfield, takes a ball that runs up and inside at Sanders' chest. He trots over to first, a 4-pitch walk, and it brings up Dom Cadiz.
The first baseman, number 23, Dom Cadiz.
Well, just like that, 2 batters, 2 different results, but the Sweets will take both of them. A homer from Trevor T., a walk from Troy Sanders, and it brings up Dom Cadiz as the first pitch misses up high, ball 1. I was giving my flowers to T, but I have to give them to Cadiz as well. He has 3 homers on the year and in .415 on the season. That's 3rd best in the West Coast League. The 1-0. Inside ball 2. Sweets on top, 1-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. Harduvel takes a peek at first. The pitch on the way, swing and a miss. 2 balls and 1 strike. Harduvel did not make it out of the first inning in his first start. The 2-1 pitch. Popped up. This is going to stay in the right side of the infield. Drinkle moves under it, makes the play, and it's out number 1. Landon Young steps in with his bright purple batting gloves, red undersleeve, plastered on an all-gray wooden bat. He steps in and digs his cleats into the ground. The righty bat faces Harduvel. The righty's deal. Chopped over towards second. Hornback moves onto it, goes to second for 1. Does not throw to first base. Hornback's appealing to bases umpire Taylor Parsons, saying Sanders was in my way. Sanders did not attempt to slide over at second base. Conversation doesn't go much of anywhere. So it's 2 outs, still with the runner at first base, but put Landon Young at first instead of Sanders, who's out at second. Brings up Tanner Curran, the designated hitter. Curran in yesterday's ball game goes 1 for 4, an infield base hit. Hitting .333 on the year. The lefty bat in a staggered batting stance, hunched over the plate. The first offering, fouled back. Wind is blowing out towards left center field. It's going to be tough to drive one to right field. Tanner Kern's gone opposite field 1 time this year for a homer. As the pitch is on the way, fouled back. Young, a fake steal attempt at first base. He goes about a third of the way down the line before clambering back. With 2 outs, Curran facing a 2-strike pitch. Harduvel comes set. The stretch and the delivery. Young goes, fouled back. Landon Young has to trot back over to first base. He saw the fake steal attempt, and with 2 outs and 2 strikes, gets the sign to take off. Harduvel's 0-2 on the way. A slow roller first base side meanders into foul territory as it hits the grass. Ball boy scoops up the baseball. There you go, kid. Threw it back where he needed to. Slightly confused, but he got the job done. Oh no, he did not. Oh, unfortunate. Taylor Parsons calls off the ball game as the baseball didn't go far enough out of play. And the Sweets player had to grab it. Believe that was Nate Stuyvesant on deck, had to grab that baseball. The 0-2 misses outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Being a ball boy, I think he's every kid's dream who likes baseball. You get a go grab the balls. I don't know if they get paid. I don't think they do. Probably too young to get paid. This kid's probably 8, 9 years old, but still, what a fun summer he'll never forget. The 1-2, Landon Young's off the end of the bat as Kern, a big hack, just gets a little bit of contact. And we'll do it again, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Sweets on top 1-0 here in the bottom of the first inning against the Kamloops Northpaws. Runner on first. Young takes his lead dives back to first base. You could tell he was off on first movement. Takes a slight step towards second base when Harduvel turned to first. Did a good job to dive back. Kern wiggles his black bat behind his left shoulder. With 2 outs. In the motion, and the 1-2 curveball misses well upstairs. Make it 2 balls and 2 strikes. Harduvel comes set, takes a look at first base. The pitch. Line drive left field, gets down in the chalk, no ruled foul ball. David Richardson says that just hit the left of the chalk. A mighty close call. And Tanner Kern has to walk back over and do it again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here with 2 outs, Sweets on top, 1-0 in the bottom of the first. Trevor T, leadoff bat for the Sweets, took it deep out towards left center field. The wind is howling, but he scorched that thing. Wind or not, that was getting out of there. Young, a lead at first base. With 2 outs, the 2-2. Striped out towards left field, ranging back Pulaski. He jumps and drops the ball off the fence. Coming around third, Landon Young, he gets the sign to go home. The throw to home, not in time. Landon Young in without a slide, and Tanner Kern puts the Sweets on top 2-0 with a double down the line. And with 2 outs, Walla Walla rolling in the bottom of the first.
The second baseman, number 7, Nate Stuyvesant.
The inning continues as catcher Caitlin Applefield and J.M. Harduvel have a quick chat. Applefield now walks back behind the plate. Stepping in for the first time this season, the second baseman Nate Stuyvesant for the Sweets. From Stanford University, the rising sophomore. Did not play with the Cardinal in last year's season. Faces the righty's deal, spiked it in the dirt. Applefield does a good job to keep it in front of him and keep Kern at bay over at second. Sports runs in the family for Stuyvesant. His grandfather James played football at Stanford. Uncle Eric played football and basketball at Cal Poly, a double sport athlete. Runs in the family as this pitch runs a little bit high, but Stuyvesant swipes right through it. 1 ball and 1 strike. Harduvel set at the belt. Kern over at second base, kicks and deals. Misses high. 2 balls and 1 strike. According to Perfect Game, Stuyvesant ranked as the number 39 shortstop in California. The 2-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I mentioned runs in the family. Well, his father Craig also pitched as a pitcher at Pepperdine, named All-Conference. Got drafted by the Dodgers. 2 outs, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kern taking a big lead at second, and the pitch on the way. A slow roller over towards short, takes a weird bounce for Schmidt. And Kern gets ruled for interference on the way from second to third. Oh no, it's ruled that it went off his foot. So the baseball hits Kern, obviously you can't do that, and it's out number 3. Sweets tack on 2 in the bottom of the first frame. Walla Walla had 1 run against the Northpaws all of game number 1. A great start. We move to the top of the second inning on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
We roll on here at Burlesque Ballpark to the top of the second inning. Sweets on top 2-0 after a two-piece in the bottom of the first. Trevor T leads off the inning with a shot over the left field wall to put the Sweets on top 1-0. And then Tanner Kern doubles down the line. And just like that, Sweets have 2 runs in a series where they scored just 1 in yesterday's ball game. Moses Gamera back out there on the hill as the first pitch is tapped over towards third. Young fields, takes his time, tosses to first base. Cadiz squeezes for out number 1. And down goes Brendan Burke.
The catcher number 5, Kaylin Applefield.
1 pitch and 1 out, and it brings up Kaylin Applefield. Applefield, the lefty catcher. And his first appearance against the Sweets. Didn't play yesterday. The first pitch from Moses Gamera misses away, ball 1. Applefield hitting .225 on the year. Still searching for an extra base hit, the 1-0. Rope, first base side, Cadiz gloves it, takes to himself, steps on his bag, and there's out number 2. A hard shot over there to Cadiz. Has the sun in his eyes. The glasses aren't even on his hat, or it's on his hat. The glasses aren't even being worn by Cadiz. Sun doesn't bother him too much though as he gloves the one-hopper. Brings up Keegan Drinkle. The first pitch on the way to Drinkle, right down Main Street, 0-1. Drinkle also in his first AB against the Sweets. In fact, the 5 through 9 didn't play yesterday. The 0-1. A poke out towards left field, ranging Landon Young. Can't make the play in foul territory. Drinkle in an early 0-2 hole. And 34 at-bats. Drinkle sporting a .235 batting average. Steps back in, digs his cleats into the ground. Moses Gamera at the belt, the 0-2. Runs away, ball 1. One ball and 2 strikes. The pitch. Outside, ball 2. Moses Gamera had him ahead 0-2. The count runs full now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. With 2 outs. Sweets on top, 2-0 in the second inning, the 2-2. Roped out towards right center field, Backus moves under it, can't make the play, and it goes into the right center field to the wall. The throw goes over to second base, rounding second and heading to third, slides in with a triple. Keegan Drinkle from home to third. A blistering baseball that bounced a few times up against the right field wall.
Joey Marino.
And the Northpaws 90 feet away from their first run. Brings up Joey Marino. Moses Gamera set at the belt. The pitch, just a hair upstairs, 1-0. Well, Moses Gamera gives up the triple. On the flip side of the coin, there is 2 outs. The 1-0. Line drive center field, and there's the base hit Kamloops needs. An RBI single as Drinkle reaches home, and Joey Marino gets the Northpaws on the board. 2-1 here in the second inning. Nine-hole hitter Cade Makowski steps in. With Marino at first, he takes his lead. The righties deal. Outside ball 1. Your offense puts up 2 runs in the first inning. That's more than the entire game combined. Then you give up 1 run. Got to battle. The pitch. Flared out towards left field. Rides and into foul territory. Trevor T gives it chase. With 2 outs. A ball and a strike here to Cade Pulowski, the 9-hole hitter. With Kodama on deck. Top of the lineup on the other side. 2 outs, the 1-1. Hits the outer third. Moses Gamera 1 strike away for the second time to end the inning. Fans continue to stroll in over towards right field as the throw goes over to first base. Haven't seen a steal attempt yet for the Northpaws. The 1-2 on the way. Line drive right field. This gets down. Coming onto the ball, Backus. He throws it in. Marino moves over to second base. Pulaski now at first. And the lineup turns around.
Now batting, the center fielder number 6, Ethan.
To start the second inning, Brendan Burke grounded to third and was out on 1 pitch. Then in 2 pitches, Kalen Applefield. A 1-hopper over towards first base as Cadiz squeezes. Since then, 3 straight knocks. Northpaws threatening. Runners on first and second. Moses Gamera set, and the righties deal. Lined left field into the netting. 0-1. Comes set. The delivery on the way. Off-speed pitch hits the outer black. And for the 3rd time in this inning, Moses Gamera 1 pitch away from retiring the side. Here with 2 outs. Sweets on top, 2-1 in the top of the second inning. Runners on first and second. Moses Gamera looks at second base. Goes home instead. The 0-2 misses away. Ball 1. Make it 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch. Curveball misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. You see it against Keegan Drinkle, who triples and scores. Moses Gamera had him on a 2-strike count, 0-2. He battles back. You see a similar thing here as Kodama behind 0-2. Now works it even. Moses Gamera steps off. Kodama in his last time up, grounded out to short. Sweets could sure use the same outcome. With 2 outs. The 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Oh no, he just got a piece of it. Just off the end of his bat. Nikhil Beasley can't squeeze it. So we'll do it again. Deuces wild here at Borleski. Sweets on top 2-1 in the top of the second. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch on the way. In at the ankles, ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Tanner Hornback on deck. A walk brings him up with the bases loaded. Hornback singled his last time up. A big spot here, 2 outs. The payoff pitch on the way. Flared out towards left field, moving under at T, makes the easy play for out number 3. The Northpaws leave 2 on, but do score a run, cut the lead in half as the Sweets are on top 2-1. We move to the bottom of the second inning on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Play, stay, get away at Clearwater River Casino in Lewiston, Idaho. Owned and operated by the Nez Perce Tribe. Experience Namipu hospitality with 600 gaming machines, comfortable lodging, dining, and sports bar. Excitement is everywhere. The region's premier destination for events and entertainment. Win big with unforgettable concerts, comedy shows, and live sports action. Discover your next play, stay, get away. Visit crcasino.com and start your adventure today.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Leading off for the Sweets, the catcher number 13, Nikhil Beasley.
Here at Borleski Ballpark, the bottom of the second inning on tap. Sweets on top, 2-1. The Northpaws scrape across 1 run off 3 hits. The pitch on the way to Beasley hits the inner third, 0-1. Beasley in his first time up in the 7-hole. Behind the plate defensively, the righty bat swings his Blackwood a few times around and gets ready for the 0-1 on the way. Curveball misses up and inside. Beasley gets out of the way just in time. That would have clocked him in the head. We've seen a few times Duval's not controlling that curveball at the rate he would like whatsoever. A couple up at the head of a few different batters. The 1-1. Misses away. 2 balls and 1 strike. Beasley's first time up for the Sweets here against the Kamloops Northpaws. Estabrook behind the plate in yesterday's opening series ball game. The 2-1. Catches the inside black. Evens up the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Taps his bat a few times. Harduvel in the motion and the pitch on the way. There's that curveball that misses well upstairs. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Wind howling out towards left center field on a beautiful bluebird day here in Walla Walla. Fans continue to trickle in down the right field line and into the concourse. Harduvel gets the sign, the payoff pitch. Up and in. Another curveball misses up at Nikhil Beasley's head. Doesn't hit him, but he'll take his base 90 feet on a 6-pitch walk. Brings up Johnny Backus. Beasley did not swing his bat. Sometimes patience is a virtue on the baseball field, in life. The first pitch to Backus. Down and in. Oh, it hits the inner corner. 0-1.
You sure about that? Did everybody think that was a bad call?
Backus hitting .081 on the year. Faces the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Behind 0-2. In yesterday's ball game, 0 for 3 on the day. 1 strikeout. Still trying to figure it out here in the WCL. From the University of Michigan, didn't play last year. The righties deal on 0-2, misses away and upstairs. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nikhil Beasley at first base takes his lead. Sweets on top, 2-1. Here in the bottom of the 2nd inning with nobody out. The 1-2. A slow roller over towards third. Marino moves under it, tosses to first base, up the line, and Backus reaches safely. Drinkle caught the ball, had to make a tag on Backus instead of just stepping on the base for an easy out, number 1. The throw up the line from Marino.
Center fielder number 1, Cole Rogers.
We'll have to see if that goes down as a hit or an E5. With runners on first and second, it brings up Cole Rogers, the 9-hole hitter. Faces the first pitch, he lays down a bunt, gets it down, and it swerves into foul territory, third base side. That baseball had some English on it. You could see the stitches spinning from up here. It's the infield grass initially before spinning out of foul territory. Let's see if Rogers tries to lay down a bunt yet again. Not showing it yet, infield playing in, and now he does. Runners on first and second, pitch on the way, pulls away as the ball misses outside for ball 1. A ball and a strike. Keegan Drinkle at first, playing 10 steps in from first base, expecting the bunt. Continues to walk closer as the pitch on the way is fouled back. A bunt attempt went off the end of Rogers' bat, almost looped over the netting. A ball and 2 strikes. Surely we'll see Rogers' approach change. Here with no outs, trying to keep the line moving, Trevor T, leadoff bat, hit a home run in his first AB on deck. The 1-2. Fouled back. Rogers stays alive, and we'll do it again. Beasley at second, Backus at first. The 1-2. Line drive right field into foul territory. Hit on the screws, just a hair too late on the ball.
Keep battling, man. Go. Go line.
Walk your dog Wednesday here at the park. You can hear some barks circling around the ballpark. Some furry friends walking through the concourse. Good looking pups out there. The 1-2. Slider misses away, gets past Applefield, moving over to third base, Beasley. Backus trots to second. Count evens up, 2 balls and 2 strikes, and all Rogers has to do, a fly ball out towards deep right center or left field, most likely scores Beasley from third. Big opportunity here. Sweets on top, 2-1 in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Nobody out. Hardouble trying to work out of a jam. The 2-2 on the way. Roped out towards right field. This just hits foul territory. A very similarly batted ball to the one that missed by a couple more degrees to the right. Rogers, a hair late on the outside heater. putting together a solid AB. Eighth pitch on the way to Rogers. Runners on second and third. The pitch misses up and inside. Curveball gets away from Harduvel, and the count runs full. What started as, I'm just going to try to go out there and lay down a sacrifice bunt, has led into a marathon of an AB. The ninth pitch from Harduvel comes set, and it's on the way. Hits him in the head. Rogers goes down. Cole Rogers got plunked in the head against Yakima Valley Pippins in game 1 of that series, the Battle of the Basin. He got pulled from the game. Re-entered in the second frame, but for a guy to get hit on the head with a fastball for the second time in a season that's so young, scary stuff. He's still on the floor. Athletic trainer is going to work on him. Still down as he slowly hobbles back up. An ovation from the crowd, but I'm still wondering if Rogers is going to stay in this game and if he's all right. The bases are loaded either way, and Rogers is going to step aside. Taking his place, Billy Scaldaferri. He's going to run at first. Now this doesn't mean Cole Rogers is out of the ballgame. For now, he is, yes. And of course, we're hoping for the best, but he can re-enter the game. In the West Coast League and some other minor leagues, if you think a player might be hurt because of a concussion or whatever, you can take him out, evaluate him, and then re-enter the ballgame if it's deemed fit. Trotting out there, having a conversation, manager for the Northpaws, Keith Francis, and he pulls him. Jam Harduvel's day is done with the bases loaded and nobody out. Top of the lineup, Trevor T on the other side. Sweets with a golden opportunity. We'll take a quick break on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Number 16, Tyler Straley.
Tasting fresh isn't hard with Blue Mountain Cider Company. As the official hard cider of the Walla Walla Sweets, our award-winning ciders have been crafted with love from local apples since 2003. Crisp, refreshing, and less filling than beer, Blue Mountain Cider is the perfect choice for any occasion. Check out our 8 flavors including peach, cherry, and harvest blend this summer. These ciders are sure to be a home run. Join us on Facebook and at drinkcider.com to learn more. Blue Mountain Cider Company, an apple a day, one glass at a time.
Experience elegance in the heart of downtown Walla Walla at the Marcus Whitman Hotel. Call for reservations at 509-525-2200 or visit us online at marcuswhitmanhotel.com.
Welcome to hospitality. Welcome to luxury. Welcome to Legends Casino Hotel. Visit legendscasino.com or call and book your stay today.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Still in the bottom of the second inning, nobody out. The thing that's changed, 3 runners on and a new pitcher. As the first pitch on the way runs into dirt, ball 1. Tyler Straley takes over. faces Trevor T with the bases juiced. Straley out of the University of Arkansas, the lefty arm. In his 5th appearance, the next pitch misses inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Sporting a 1.92 ERA as he takes over for J.M. Harduvel. Just 1 inning pitched. Gives up 2 earned. T homered his last time up with nobody out. The 2-0. Up and inside, 3 balls and no strikes. Nowhere to put Trevor T. Bases loaded. Sweets on top, 2-1 here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Straley set at the belt, needs a strike. The windup, and the pitch gets the strike. Just glances over the outside edge. Hitters count here to T. Wind blowing out towards left center field. The 3-1, a big hack and a miss. 3-2. Catches him with the off-speed pitch. The next offering is fouled back. So we'll do it again. Full count. Pillows are packed. Sweets on top, 2-1. A big spot for the Sweets to blow the doors wide open. Straley's pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Straley is fired up out there on the hill. Shouts, "Let's go." Bangs his right mitt against his thigh. And Trevor T goes down after homering in the 1st inning here in the 2nd with a strikeout. Brings up Troy Sanders. Runners are still everywhere. Still nobody out. The pitch. Inside at the ankles. 1-0. Sanders walked his first time up. Out at 2nd on a fielder's choice. With 1 out. Kicks and deals. Right down Main Street. Off-speed pitch wiggles into the heart of the plate, and it's a ball and a strike with 1 out here to Sanders. The 1-1. Clocked out towards right center field, going back, and makes the play on the run, Hornback. Shallow right field, out 2. I thought Sanders got more of a hold of it. Must have been just off the end of the bat. On the perfect trajectory to send that baseball into the right center field gap. Just didn't hit it on the sweet spot. And all of a sudden, there's 2 outs, and the Sweets need a base hit, but the guy is up for the task. Dom Cadiz hitting over 400 on the year. The first pitch, watches low, 1-0. Cadiz flew out to first his first time up. Bases are juiced. Sweets on top, 2-1, trying to add on more. The pitch, outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Kitty's 3rd in the West Coast League with a batting average of .415. The 2-0 on the way. A big swing and a miss out in front of a changeup in the dirt. 2 balls and 1 strike. The 18-year-old incoming freshman to UCLA in a big spot. The 2-1. A chopper over towards 3rd. Marino steps on his bag. And would you look at that? What a job. In and out of a jam. Tyler Straley. The Sweets put the bases loaded. Nobody out. And cannot tack on a single run. We move to the top of the 3rd inning. Sweets still on top 2-1 over the Northpaws on the Walla Walla Sweets, the digital network.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla Orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Welcome back to Burlesque Ballpark. Top of the third inning, Sweets on top 2-1 over the Northpaws. The first pitch on the way to Hornback. Inside at the stomach for ball one. The Sweets had the bases loaded in the bottom of the second inning. Didn't scrape one run across with nobody out, the 1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. A missed opportunity for sure. Moses Camara and the Sweets still have the lead, though, up by a run. The 2-0 on the way. Flips the lower corner on the outside part of the plate. 2 balls and 1 strike. Hornback singled his last time up, faces the 2-1, turns into a 3-ball and a 1 strike count. That's a fastball that misses downstairs. Hitters count here to Hornback. The pitch. Roped out towards right center field. Gets down for a base hit. Backus comes up with the baseball and a runner on first base with nobody out to lead off the top of the third.
The shortstop, number 3, Drew Schmidt.
Hornback. Ridiculous start here for the Northpaws. In yesterday's ball game, the first appearance with the Northpaws as Drew Schmidt faces the first offering. Skied high out towards right field. Backus on the run, makes the play in shallow right. Out number 1. In yesterday's ball game, Hornback goes 2 for 4 at the 7 hole. Grabs another base hit today, hitting well over 500 in just 2 games, of course. Joey Rico steps in, the lefty bat faces the righty's deal. It's the attic of the zone, 0-1. Rico gets all the way into a staggered end as the throw goes over to first base, diving back safely. Hornback. Rico is hunched over, leaning down, making himself as small as possible. The first pitch off the end of the bat rolls third base side foul. Behind 0-2. Gets back down, squeezing himself into a 5-8 frame. The 0-2. Fouled back. We'll do it again. Rico stands at 6 feet tall, makes himself well shorter in the batter's box. Goes to Westmont College. The lefty back. Faces the 0-2. Curveball misses a hair upstairs. Moses Camara and the rest of the fans here at Walla Walla wanted it. Still searching for his first strikeout. A K for 9 hovering around 3 for Moses Camara. The pitch goes over to first base instead of home. Hornback slides back safely. Clearly a game plan thing. Look, we're not going to let him run all over us. The 1-2 misses away, 2 balls and 2 strikes. I know I've mentioned it a few different times, but it's true. The Northpaws doubling up what the second place team in the West Coast League has in steals. Close to 70 for the Northpaws. Throw goes back over to first base, and Hornback goes back over to first safely. I feel like I'm on a record, playing the same things over and over again. The 2-2. Popped up, left center field, getting hung up in the wind, moving back. T goes off the wall. Rounding second and heading to third base, Hornback. The throw goes over to short, cutting it off Sanders, and there's runners at second and third now with one out.
That designated hitter number 37, Brendan Burke.
Well, just like that, it brings up Brandon Burke. Rico sent that one high into the sky. A routine pop out most days. Super windy here in Walla Walla, out towards left field. Brandon Burke grounded up to third his last time up. The pitch. Watches strike one outside half of the plate. Moses Gamera leans back in. Set at the belt. The 0-1. Fouled back. Two runners in scoring position. The Sweets, a golden opportunity in the bottom of the second frame. With nobody out and the bases loaded, could not find a single run. The Northpaws now with an opportunity of their own to strike back and level up this ball game or take the lead. 2 on, the 0-2. Down in the dirt. Outside, ball one ball and 2 strikes. Moses Gamera searching for that put-away pitch, has had hitters behind 0-2, 1-2 all day long. The 1-2 on the way. Flied out towards right field, Backus ranges, makes the play on the line. The throw goes to home, and rolling in safely from third without a throw to home base. Tanner Hornback scores and ties up this ball game 2 apiece.
Catcher number 5.
Well, Brendan Burke gets the job done. Just puts the ball in play. Good things happen. Runners now on second base. We're tied up at 2 apiece. The pitch to Applefield. Foul ball. Applefield grounded out to first base. And his first at bat. A scorcher over there to Cadiz. Made a nice play. 2 outs. The pitch. Down at the ankles. 1 ball and 1 strike. Moses Gamera gets the sign, takes a peek at second base. The quick step home, throws, clips the outside corner. And we've seen this riddle before. Moses Gamera ahead 1-2. Can he finish the job and get his first strikeout of the day? The pitch. Fly left field foul. The answer, no for now. Does the ending of this story change for the first time as Moses Gamera can put it past Applefield? The pitch, just off the end of the bat. Tries to go with the curveball downstairs. Applefield stays alive. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 1 out. Rico at second base. Northpaws and Sweets tied up at 2 apiece. The 1-2. Lofted out towards left field on a rope, ranging back. T makes the play on the run as he sticks his left glove high above his head, and it's out number 3. Moses Gamera gives up the 1 run, and we enter the bottom of the 3rd inning. Sweets and Northpaws tied up at 3 apiece. A battle here in Walla Walla. We'll be back right after this on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Whatever your printing needs, Abbott's Printing does it all. Signs and banners, rich, full-colored, high-quality commercial and digital printing, direct mailings, full-color business cards, and postcards. If you want a printing job done right, then Abbott's Printing is the place to be. Abbott's Printing provides award-winning quality and outstanding customer service. Visit abbotsprinting.com to view their selection or call 453-8202. That's 453-8202. Abbott's Printing, where the excellence is on paper.
Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is proud to be the official hotel of the Walla Walla Suite. Our guests are sure to get a great night's sleep in one of our recently remodeled rooms, and our 24-hour pool and spa are perfect for round-the-clock relaxation. Each night at Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is followed by a complimentary breakfast included with every stay. At Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla, you can catch some Z's while the Suites catch some W's. Wins, that is.
How about we move on to the bottom of the third inning here in the booth. Drew Alba on the mic at Waleski Ballpark. A beautiful day for baseball. The Sweets and Northpaws, a beautiful game as well, tied up at 2 apiece. Staying out there on the hill, the lefty arm, Tyler Straley, worked out of a sticky mess to say the least. Looking for the right word there, but really there is no right word. Nothing would compare to what Straley did in the bottom of the second inning. Bases loaded, nobody out. 1, 2, 3. Sweets can't even scrape one across on a sacrifice fly. Brings up Landon Young, the righty bat, playing third base today. Reached on a fielder's choice in his first time up. The first pitch misses high. 1-0. The 1-0. Outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Landon Young out of the University of Washington. Originally committed to TCU out of high school as the 2-0 misses away. 3 balls and no strikes. Went to play for the Horned Frogs in the fall. Then in the winter, transferred to the University of Washington as the 3-0 misses the hair upstairs. And the Husky reaches first.
The designated hitter number 19, Tanner Kern.
Brings up Tanner Kern. The lefty bat doubled off the left field wall. His first time up. The pitch on the way. Outside, ball 1. Kern, a great guy, a great player, but on and off the ball field, just a stand-up dude. The 1-0 on the way to Kern, misses down in the dirt, 2 balls and no strikes. Always searching for a conversation, searching for a laugh. Earlier today, I was editing my videos on the Walla Walla Sweets YouTube channel. You can find all those as the 2-0 misses up and inside at the chest. 3 balls and no strikes. 7 straight balls from Straley. But I was editing my videos, Countdown with Colby, and Kern walks up. He says, "What are you doing there?" Well, I'm editing, Tanner. As the 3-0 misses inside, ball 4. 8 straight balls. And the Sweets have something brewing here in the bottom of the third frame. And walks Nate Stuyvesant. I say Kern, as there's a pitching meeting out there on the hill. Made his videos not so fun trying to get it over with. He said, "Yeah, been there, done that. I get to play baseball." I said, "Okay. You're making me feel good about myself here, Tanner." playing a kid's game for a living, hopefully, one day. A dream for a lot of these players out there on the diamond. The West Coast League, of course, has produced a lot of great talent. Some of these players you're watching right now or listening to right now could be the future of the MLB. Undoubtedly will be in some regard. The lefty's deal to Stuyvesant on the way, and it misses downstairs. Still can't find the zone. 1 ball and no strikes. This is a crazy different from what Tyler Straley looked like in the bottom of the second inning. With the bases loaded, goes 1, 2, 3. Leads off the strikeout to T. Can't find the zone here in the third. The 1-0. Inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Stuyvesant hops out of the way, searching for his first hit with the Sweets. Grounded out to short in his first time up with Walla Walla. Out of Stanford University. The 2-0. Hits the outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Stuyvesant waves his bat a few times around with the all-black shiny bat. Regular wood base. The 2-1. Smoked, left field, gets down, moving up to the ball, Pulowski, rounding third, Landon Young. Will Rivera's going to send him home. The third of the plate, not in time. Young slides in safely, and it's the new kid on the block, Nate Stuyvesant. Puts the Sweets on top 3-2 with an RBI single to left field. Bottom of the third inning, Walla Walla reclaims the lead.
The catcher number 13, Nikhil Beasley.
Beasley smiles as he circles and steps in the batter's box. The reason for that, his walk-up song, Unwritten. The first pitch to Beasley misses low 1-0. Oh, it hits the zone. Got ahead of myself there with nobody out. Sweets on top 3-2. Shows bunt. Gets it down, third base side, moving up with the ball. Straley, he goes to third the short way and out on the force. Tanner Kern. Stuyvesant at second, Beasley now at first base. Johnny Backus steps in. I was going to mention the story I had on tap about Unwritten and Nikhil Beasley, but it feels like it's not the moment anymore, so you got to stay tuned as the first pitch to Backus hits the upper third, 0-1. Let's just say Nikhil Beasley turned into a rock star in the clubhouse before yesterday's ball game. When he's up next, I'll tell it, I promise. 1 out, the 0-1 to Backus. Misses in the dirt, a ball and a strike. I gotta entertain myself somehow up here. Alone for close to 60 games this summer. Sometimes I feel like I'm talking to myself. Of course, I know you guys at home are all listening. As the Sweets are on top 3-2. Bottom of the third. The 1-1 to Backus on the way, and it misses high. 2 balls and 1 strike to Johnny Backus. He singled his last time up. Wind waving out to left field. The entire infield in all shade. Outfield in sunlight. With 1 out, the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Backus. Stuyvesant at second base, Beasley at first. Straley, set at the belt. In the motion, kicks and deals outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Backus works a full count. Trying to reach for the second time today. 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Off-speed pitch, down and away. Out number 2, and would you look at that? Cole Rogers steps back in. Rogers got plunked in the head. A fastball hit the batting helmet. He went down hard. Scaldaferri came in and ran for him, but Rogers back out there. The pitch. It's the inner third, 0-1. Very similar to what happened in Yakima against the Pippins. That opening day about 2 weeks ago. Rogers gets hit in the head, leaves for a half inning, and comes back. The 0-1 downstairs. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Go one.
Sweet still threatening here. Has the 1 run here in the bottom of the third. Surely would love more. Runners on first and second. The pitch. Right down the heart of the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. This ball game moving at a snail's pace compared to yesterday. 2 hours and 15 minutes. Yesterday's contest. Today, we're already approaching an hour. The 1-2 over the top of it. Hits the end of his bat into Applefield's glove, and it's out 3. Sweets leave 2 on, back-to-back strikeouts from Johnny Backus and Cole Rogers. Lineup turns around in the bottom of the 4th for the Sweets, but first, we got the top of the 4th to get to. Sweets on top, 3-2 over the Northpaws. We'll be back after this on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Whatever your printing needs, Abbott's Printing does it all. Signs and banners, rich, full-colored, high-quality commercial and digital printing, direct mailings, full-color business cards, and postcards. If you want a printing job done right, then Abbott's Printing is the place to be. Abbott's Printing provides award-winning quality and outstanding customer service. Visit abbotsprinting.com to view their selection or call 453-8202. That's 453-8202. Abbott's Printing, where the excellence is on paper.
Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is proud to be the official hotel of the Walla Walla Suite. Our guests are sure to get a great night's sleep in one of our recently remodeled rooms, and our 24-hour pool and spa are perfect for round-the-clock relaxation. Each night at Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is followed by a complimentary breakfast included with every stay. At Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla, you can catch some Z's while the Sweets catch some W's. Wins, that is.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
To the top of the 4th inning we go. Sweets on top, 3-2. First pitch on the way from Moses Camara. Down the heart of the plate. 0-1 here to Keegan Drinkle. Tripled and scored his last time up. The 0-1. Outside ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Drinkle, the lefty bat, steps back in. The pitch. Inside ball 2. Sweets leave 2 on in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Do scrape across 1 run. In the bottom of the 2nd, the biggest tragedy of the day. Bases loaded, nobody out as the 2-1 misses outside. 3 balls and 1 strike. The Sweets couldn't plate 1 run. Golden opportunity slips by the wayside. The Sweets can erase any of those memories, though, with the win today. The 3-1 misses outside. That's not going to help, though. Keegan Drinkle works a walk here in the 4th inning.
The third baseman, number 18, Joey Marino.
Brings up Joey Marino. Sent home Drinkle from 3rd base in the 2nd inning. Singled. Moses Gamera gets the sign from Beasley. And the pitch on the way shows bunt, gets past Beasley. Moving over to second base, anyways, Keegan Drinkle. Well, would you look at that? Drinkle makes it over to second base. Marino doesn't even have to lay down the bunt. We'll see if his strategies changes that at all, or if the plan is still to move Drinkle over to third. The 1-0. Pitch. Popped up. Center field, Rogers straight away. He barely has to move as he slightly drifts to the right. Throws over to third base on the line. And with 1 out, Drinkle still at second base.
The left fielder, number 7, Cade Pulaski.
Cade Pulaski steps in. The number 9 hole. He singled his last time though. The first pitch on the way. Lofted out towards left field into foul territory. Young ranges under it. Can't make the play. He was backpedaling. A tough play. Definitely makeable either way. 0-1. We've seen Landon Young make some incredible plays this season. Ranging to his right, backhanding the ball from short. Leaping grabs out of the sky. We've also seen the opposite. We've seen Landon Young commit the most errors on the team for the Sweets, but you win some, you lose some. That was a tough play. With 1 out, the 0-1. Roped, right field, just gets over Stuyvesant at second base. Backus comes up with the baseball, throws it in, and moving up one more base. Drinkle to third now as Pulaski and Drinkle light up the corners.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 6, Ethan Kodama.
With 1 out, brings up Ethan Kodama. 0-2 on the day. And manager Colby Waddle is going to trot out there. We'll see if Nakoa's day is done here in the 4th inning. Manager Waddle hasn't pulled it yet. Sweets on top, 3-2 with 1 out. Northpaws are threatening a big spot here for manager Colby Waddle, and he does. He pulls Nakoa Moses Gamera. Gets through 3 1/3 innings pitch, gives up 2 earned runs. We'll take a break. We'll see who's out there on the other side for the Walla Walla Sweets on the Walla Walla Sweets Radio Network.
Now pitching for the
Whatever your printing needs, Abbott's Printing does it all. Signs and banners, rich, full-colored, high-quality commercial and digital printing, direct mailings, full-color business cards, and postcards. If you want a printing job done right, then Abbott's Printing is the place to be. Abbott's Printing provides award-winning quality and outstanding customer service. Visit abbottsprinting.com to view their selection or call 453-8202. That's 453-8202. Abbott's Printing, where the excellence is on paper.
Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is proud to be the official hotel of the Walla Walla Suite. Our guests are sure to get a great night's sleep in one of our recently remodeled rooms, and our 24-hour pool and spa are perfect for round-the-clock relaxation. Each night at Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is followed by a complimentary breakfast included with every stay. At Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla, you can catch some Z's while the Sweets catch some W's. Wins, that is.
Still in the top of the 4th inning, Ryan Prescott comes in for Nakoa Moses Gamera out there on the hill for the Sweets. Runners on first and third with 1 out. Walla Walla on top, 3-2. The first pitch from the lefty rides in and just misses the zone, 1-0. Prescott the two-way player for the Sweets. He's pitched twice for Walla Walla, 6 innings, given up 3 earned runs. The 1-0. Down and away, 2 balls and no strikes. Here to the leadoff man, Ethan Kodema. 0-for-2 on the day. You gotta think, third time around the lineup to bring in the lefty to take care of the left-handed bat, Ethan Kodema. The 2-0. It's the basement of the zone, 2 balls and 1 strike. A big spot here, Walla Walla up 3-2. Northpaws trying to cash in. Hornback on deck, he's 2-for-2. In the motion. And the delivery on the way. Runner goes, sliced out towards left field, moving back. T ranges, makes the play over his left shoulder, throws it in, but this scores a run. Drinkle touches home base. And we're all tied up here in the top of the 4th inning. Walla Walla 3, Kamloops 3. Sacrifice fly from Ethan Kodama. Brings up Tanner Hornback. Kamloops still threatening. Pulowski at first. Prescott takes a peek. Now comes home with it. Misses away. Runner goes. The throw goes over to second base. Stuyvesant can't pick it off the dirt. Had him by a couple steps. Either way, moving over to second base with the steal, Pulowski.
How's it going?
With 2 outs. The 1-0. Misses downstairs. 2 balls and no strikes. Pulowski's 5th steal on the year. The next pitch, right down the middle, 2 balls and 1 strike. Speedy base runner, but this whole team takes advantage of the base path. Leads the West Coast League rather, in stolen bases. The 2-1, poked on the ground over towards short. Sanders fields on a hop, throws over to first base. Cadiz stretches, not in time. Talk about speed. Tanner Hornback moves to a perfect 3-for-3 on the day with an infield single. And with 2 outs, the Northpaws knocking on the door for their first lead of the night. Tied up at 3 apiece here in the top of the 4th. The 6th batter up. It's Drew Schmidt, the right-handed bat. Faces the first offering in the other batter's box, 1-0. Fastball loses it from Ryan Prescott. The 1-0. Devoured by the dirt, 2 balls and no strikes. Schmidt 1-for-2 on the day. Prescott leans in, gets to the sign, and comes set at the belt. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch on the way. Curveball dances and hits the lower third. Prescott finds his first strike of the AB against Schmidt. 2 balls and 1 strike, 2 outs. A big spot here, tied up in the top of the 4th. The next offering misses away, rolling over to second base without a throw. Hornback. Schmidt's got a hitter's count. 3 balls and 1 strike. We'll see what Prescott does. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Gets past Beasley behind the plate. And rolling in from third, touching home without an attempted throw. Pulowski. The Northpaws get the job done. It's not pretty, but it works. The at-bat continues, and the Northpaws on top 4-3 here in the top of the 4th. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Down to the dirt, ball 4. A full count, walk, and there's runners on first and third with 2 outs. Brings up Joey Rico, doubled his last time up. The inning continues. Talked about how it's a golden opportunity. Well, Kamloops cashed in. The lefties deal. Check swing, did Rico go? Yes, he did. Rico rockets his bat behind his left shoulder. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. That ball sliced away from his belt. Rico swings right through it. Prescott on the precipice of getting out of this jam. 2 outs, no balls, 2 strikes. In the delivery, the ball gets past Beasley, rolling it from third base. The throw goes home, tag applied. He got him! Hornback from third base tries to take home. Baseball gets past Nikhil Beasley. Does a great job as Prescott covers. A quick conversation at home plate between
ladies and gentlemen, here it comes.
Home plate umpire David Richardson.
Brought to you by our friends at the Holiday Express.
And manager.
We got 2 young lads here. They're trying to conquer this board. Right now, are you ready? You've been read the rules. You agreed to the rules.
All right, well that's it.
2 out of 3. Are you ready?
We move to the bottom of the 4th inning.
No, you don't. I
Trail
like
the Northpaws 4-3. We'll be back right after this on the Walla Walla Suite.
Get set, go!
Whatever your printing needs, Abbott's Printing does it all. Signs and banners, rich, full-colored, high-quality commercial and digital printing, direct mailings, full-color business cards, and postcards. If you want a printing job done right, then Abbott's Printing is the place to be. Abbott's Printing provides award-winning quality and outstanding customer service. Visit abbotsprinting.com to view their selection or call 453-8202. That's 453-8202. Abbott's Printing, where the excellence is on paper.
Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is proud to be the official hotel of the Walla Walla Suite. Our guests are sure to get a great night's sleep in one of our recently remodeled rooms, and our 24-hour pool and spa are perfect for round-the-clock relaxation. Each night at Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is followed by a complimentary breakfast included with every stay. At Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla, you can catch some Z's while the Suites catch some W's. Wins, that is.
On to the bottom of the 4th here in Burlesque Ballpark. Drew Albach here on the mic. The lead evaporates. What was once a 3-2 lead entering the top of the 4th. Kamloops notches 2 runs. Now on top 4-3 for their first lead of the ball game. Quick conversation at the plate between Caitlin Applefield, catcher for the Northpaws, and home plate umpire David Richardson. Seems to be slightly animated behind the plate.
Trevor T.
He goes back into a squatted position, and Trevor T steps in for the 3rd time today. Homered out towards left field in his first at-bat. The pitch. Smoked on the ground over towards third. Takes a weird hop over Marino's left forearm. T rolls into first base, and a leadoff base runner for the Sweets with nobody outs in the bottom of the 4th inning. Walla Walla trails Kamloops 4-3. Up steps Troy Sanders.
The shortstop, number 21, Troy Sanders. Keep it going, Troy.
Sanders steps in 0 for 2 on the day. The pitch. It's the basement of the zone, 0-1. Straley set, and the next offering, a grounder over towards third. On to second for 1, over to first base, picked out of the dirt, in time, double play. Well, it looked like a nice opportunity for the Sweets after a lucky break at third. Marino says not going to make another mistake over at the hot corner. Picked it on a tough hop. A quick 5-4-3 double play. Brings up Dom Cadiz. The first offering, curveball, hits the inner third, 0-1. The next offering, up high. One ball and one strike. The pitch. Catapulted out towards left field, a high arcing ball way into foul territory over the trees out in left field. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch on the way. Fouled back. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That ball goes behind the facade, behind the broadcast booth, and lands into the lap right next to a furry friend. The 1-2. Right back up the middle, a hot shot on the ground, skates into center field. And Dom Cadiz works a 2-out single.
Of third baseman number 2, Landon Young.
Well, in steps up Landon Young. The first offering to Young misses away, ball 1. Landon Young took first base his last time up. 4 pitches and a walk. Reached on a fielder's choice back in the first inning. The 1-0. Curveball slowly rises and falls into the zone. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Come on, Juice, keep it going.
Seemed like it floated in the air forever. The 1-1. Fastball fouled back. With 1 ball and 2 strikes, Australia a pitch away from getting out of the bottom of the 4th. Cadiz at first base takes his lead. The 1-2. Fouled back yet again. Wind swirling out towards left center field. Bluebird day here in Walla Walla. Entire diamond covered in shade. The 1-2. Down in the dirt, gets past Applefield. Cadiz goes into second base, takes a wide turn, and it's going to stop right there. That ball went all the way into the dugout of the Sweets. Well, not quite into the dugout, right in front of it though. A base hit most likely scores Cadiz from second base. Off on the crack of the bat. Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Landon Young, the righty bat, faces the 2-2 on the way. Right back up the middle, a ground ball that gets through the gap. Rolling around third, Cadiz coming up to the ball, Kodama. The throw goes to second base, and Dom Cadiz touches home. Landon Young, a 2-out single, and the Sweets tied up 4 apiece here with the Kamloops Northpaws in the bottom of the 4th frame. What looked like a dead inning after Troy Sanders grounded out into a double play turns out to be a fruitful venture. Tied up at 4 apiece, still threatening. Landon Young at first, Tanner Kern steps in, and home plate umpire David Richardson calls time. Richardson behind the plate in yesterday's ball game as well. Young takes his lead, the pitch on the way, runner goes. No throw over to second base as the ball missed well inside to Applefield.
You can swipe a 14-inch
runner on second base now.
Tomorrow, only at Hoppy.
Tanner Kern, the lefty bat with 2 outs, faces the lefties Deal, On the way, runner takes off yet again. Throw goes over to third base, sliding in, safely Landon Young. Nothing Kalen Applefield behind the dish could do about that. The throw was perfect. The tag from Joey Marino, just about as good as you can get. Landon Young, too much of a lead, too fast. The 1-1. It's the outside third, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now that's a pivotal steal from second to third. A base hit most likely takes Young from second home, but from third a pass ball scores it. The 1-2, chopped, first base side, foul. Especially here at Borleski Ballpark, where behind home plate you got 10, 15 feet of grass until you hit the backstop. Baseball often bounces away. The netting rides well low. The 1-2, swing and a miss. Everything what I just said doesn't matter because Tanner Curran goes down swinging. Landon Young retired at third base. Young does scrape one more across as Cadiz comes around from second, and Walla Walla and Kamloops, and yet another close contest. Tied up at 4 apiece. We move to the top of the 5th inning. Don't miss it on the Walla Walla Suites Digital Network.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla Orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
Washington homeowners are saving thousands of dollars on their energy bill by upgrading their home. And the best part is, CNGC is giving back even more money when you switch to a more efficient alternative. So you can enjoy increased property value, a higher quality of life with better appliances, and greater comfort for your family. Scan this QR code or go to cngc.com and save money on your energy bill.
On to the top of the 5th inning here at Borleski Ballpark. Sweets and Northpaws tied up at 4 apiece. Prescott's still out there on the hill. The first pitch runs away for ball number 1. Joey Rico steps in. His third time up, 1 for 2 on the day. The 1-0 misses inside at the ankles. Gets behind Beasley, 2 balls and no strikes. The pitch on the way. Just a hair inside. 3-0. In the bottom of the 4th frame, the Sweets scrape across 1. A 2-out rally gets the job done. The 3-0. That does not get the job done. Fastball misses downstairs. A 4-pitch walk from Prescott to open the frame. Brings up Brandon Burke. With 2 outs. Walla Walla just kept the line moving. Cadiz singled up the middle, got over to second base on a passed ball. Just like that, Landon Young slapped it into center field, scored a run, and we're knotted up. The pitch. Roped, right field, over the bleachers in foul territory. 0-1. My attention was brought towards right field, and I see Sweet Lou taking a selfie with an older baseball fan with her grandkids. Sweet Lou, one of the funniest mascots I've ever seen. The next offering misses away. 1 ball and 1 strike here in the 5th inning. Sweet's tied up 4 apiece with Kamloops. He has his eye closed on the left side of his mascot face. It's meant to be winking, and I can see the winking as the 1-1 upstairs, 2 balls and 1 strike. But my friend told me something that now I can't shake. It looks like he has a black eye. I can see it. Sweet Lou might have gotten in a fight. He never opens that eye. Maybe it's stitched shut, who knows. quick meeting on the mound between Ryan Prescott and Nikhil Beasley. Maybe one day we'll get a mascot, Sweet Lou, that has his eye open. Ryan Prescott, his eyes are wide open, gets the sign from Nikhil Beasley. Runner on first, nobody out. The 2-1. Down and inside, 3 balls and 1 strike. First 8 pitches in this top of the 5th, 7 have been balls from Prescott's left paw. Brendan Burke ahead 3-1, he steps out. Wind blowing out towards left center field on a bluebird day here at Waleski. 3-1. Catches the outside black. Count runs full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Entire diamond, including the outfield, foul territories, covered in shade. Out towards left center and right field, trees illuminated in bright golden sunlight. The payoff pitch, runner goes, pitch on the way, smoked out towards left field. T ranges back, makes the play as he backpedals, and rolling back from second all the way over to first base, Joey Rico. And it's allowed out number 1, brings up Kalen Applefield.
Catcher number 5, Kalen Applefield.
Applefield 0 for 2 on the day. The righty bat swivels his wood a few times, plastered by his bright blue batting gloves. The first pitch from Prescott, right down Main Street, 0-1. Set at the belt. The stretch and the deal on the way. Gets the outside call, 0-2. Runner on first base. Infield at double play depth. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him chasing in the dirt. And it's out number 2. In steps Keegan Drinkle.
The first baseman, number 28, Keegan Drinkle.
The first strikeout of the game for not only Prescott, but for any Sweets pitcher. Nakoa Moses Camara goes out, gives 3 1/3 innings, can't collect a K. With 2 outs, the first pitch to Drinkle on the way, instead a throw over to first base. Prescott even fooled me. He lifted his leg high in the air, almost went home, went to first base, and field umpire Taylor Parsons having a talking to Prescott. Prescott fooled me. I'm pretty sure Parsons says enough of that. Either go home or go to first base. Make your mind up. Next time it'll be a balk. Drinkle, 1 for 1 on the day with a walk. The first offering. Slides into the zone. Clips the lower third, 0-1. And the lefty's first at bat tripled out towards right center field. 2 outs. The 0-1. Gets the inside half of the plate, 0-2. A slider that started in at the chest, meandered and clipped the zone. Sweets tied up 4 apiece here in the top of the 5th. Runner at first takes his lead with 2 outs. The 0-2, runner goes, misses in the dirt. Going over to second base without a throw, Rico. Runner in scoring position. Northpaws north of 70 steals on the year. That's first in the West Coast League by, get this, double what second place has, 35. 2 outs, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Prescott set at the belt. The pitch on the way, make it back-to-back Ks. Swinging strike 3, Drinkle goes down. Works out of a little bit of a pickle. We roll to the bottom of the 5th inning. Sweets and Northpaws tied up at 4 apiece. We'll be back right after this on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
It's time to give away some of Legend Casino's money.
Whatever your printing needs, Abbott's Printing does it all. Signs and banners, rich, full-colored, high-quality commercial and digital printing, direct mailings, full-color business cards, and postcards. If you want a printing job done right, then Abbott's Printing is the place to be. Abbott's Printing provides award-winning quality and outstanding customer service. Visit abbottsprinting.com to view their selection or call 453-8202. That's 453-8202. Abbott's Printing, where the excellence is on paper.
Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is proud to be the official hotel of the Walla Walla Suite. Our guests are sure to get a great night's sleep in one of our recently remodeled rooms, and our 24-hour pool and spa are perfect for round-the-clock relaxation. Each night at Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is followed by a complimentary breakfast included with every stay. At Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla, you can catch some Z's while the Sweets catch some W's. Wins, that is.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
To the bottom of the 5th we go. Walla Walla knotted up with Kamloops, 4 apiece. New pitcher out on the hill for the Northpaws. Rolling in the two-way player, Nolan Austin. The righty arm from Shawnee State University, set, kicks and deals, popped up sky high. Rides behind the netting and slowly comes back behind the plate as Applefield camps under it and makes the play. Stuyvesant goes down on one pitch, and it brings up Nikhil Beasley.
Catcher number 13, Nikhil Beasley.
Back to his regular walk-up song. For one moment there, his last AB, Unwritten, one of my personal favorite songs. Was listed as the most likely to be a singer in the clubhouse. He sang Unwritten as the first pitch hits the outside black, 0-1. I gotta say, did a very nice job. A great rendition of Unwritten. You can see that on the Walla Walla Sweets Instagram at WW Sweets. The 0-1 tails and hits the inner third, 0-2. What made it so good is he went all out. I mean, I tell you, Beasley didn't say staring at the blank page. No, he went all staring at the. He went all out, and he did a good job. The 0-2. Up and inside, he does a good job there as well. Watches the curveball up at the shoulder. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Unwritten, one of the best songs to ever be made, personally. It's the 1-2, a one-hopper over towards short. Schmidt has a tough time coming up with it. Rockets over to first base, beats him by a quarter of a step. Makes up for the stumble with an absolute cannon of an arm. And it's out 2.
Fielder number 25, Johnny Backus.
Brings up the right fielder, Johnny Backus. 1 for 2 on the day, singled in the second frame. Struck out his last time up. The lefty bat twirls his wood a few times around. The first pitch. Popped up towards left center field, riding in the wind, moving under it. Coloma makes the play, and it's out number 3. 1, 2, 3. Blink, you might miss it. That was fast. We hit the top of the 6th inning. Walla Walla tied up with Kamloops, 4 apiece. We'll be back right after this on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Whatever your printing needs, Abbott's Printing does it all. Signs and banners, rich, full-colored, high-quality commercial and digital printing, direct mailings, full-color business cards, and postcards. If you want a printing job done right, then Abbott's Printing is the place to be. Abbott's Printing provides award-winning quality and outstanding customer service. Visit abbottsprinting.com to view their selection or call 453-8202. That's 453-8202. Abbott's Printing, where the excellence is on paper.
Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is proud to be the official hotel of the Walla Walla Suite. Our guests are sure to get a great night's sleep in one of our recently remodeled rooms, and our 24-hour pool and spa are perfect for round-the-clock relaxation. Each night at Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is followed by a complimentary breakfast included with every stay. At Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla, you can catch some Z's while the Suites catch some W's. Wins, that is.
Welcome back to Borleski Ballpark. Suites tied up with the Northpaws, 4 apiece here in the top of the 6th inning. New pitcher on the hill for the Suites, Lucas Dixon, the righty arm from Columbia University. Works with a 90-plus mile-per-hour 4-seam fastball and a 2-seam fastball, as well a changeup, curveball, and a slider. Can throw the kitchen sink at you if you need. The first pitch to Joey Marino. The pitch runs inside, ball 1, 1-0. Dixon leans in and gets the sign from Nikhil Beasley. Kicks and deals. It's the basement of the zone, 1 ball and 1 strike. Dixon in 2 appearances with the Suites. 2 innings pitched, giving up just 1 earned run. 4 strikeouts, the 1-1. Upstairs, well above the head of Marino. Make it 2 balls and 1 strike. Marino 1 for 2 on the day. He singled back in the second frame. The 2-1. Exact same spot. Upstairs, 3 balls and 1 strike. Infield playing in standard positions. Outfield maybe a touch in. The 3-1. Down and away, ball 4. Dixon on 5 pitches, his first 5 pitches. Walks Marino. Brings up Pulowski.
On left field, number 7, Cade Pulaski.
Pulowski steps in. He's 2 for 2 on the day. He scored back in the 4th frame. The pitch on the way. Shows bunt, lays it down. Right back up to Dixon. Doesn't go to second. Takes the easy out at first base. Pulowski gets the job done with a sacrifice bunt. Marino at second base. Just like that, Ethan Kodama steps back in. 0 for 3. A sacrifice fly in the 4th inning. Dixon leans in. In the motion and the pitch. Popped up out towards shallow center field. Rogers on the sprint makes the play for out 2. Quick look across the West Coast League. Springfield Drifters up 8-2 over the Bend Elks. Dubsy Fish Sticks in a non-league matchup, taking it to the Wenatchee Apple Sox, up 4-2, Pacific International League foe. In the bottom of the 8th inning, the Knights trouncing the Black Bears, up 8-1. The Raptors up 10-7 as the next pitch tapped over to second base. Coming up with it, Stuyvesant. He throws the first for out 3. I'll give you the rest of the scores on the other side. The Sweets trying to retake the lead. we move to the bottom of the 6th inning on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Play, stay, get away at Clearwater River Casino in Lewiston, Idaho. Owned and operated by the Nez Perce Tribe. Experience Namipu hospitality with 600 gaming machines, comfortable lodging, dining, and sports bar. Excitement is everywhere. The region's premier destination for events and entertainment. Win big with unforgettable concerts, comedy shows, and live sports action. Discover your next play, stay, get away. Visit crcasino.com and start your adventure today.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
To the bottom of the 6th inning we go here on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network. Drew Albaugh here on the mic. Sweets tied up 4 apiece here in the bottom of the 6th. The first pitch on the way to Rogers. Runs a hair inside 1-0. Nolan Austin, the righty arm, still out there on the hill for the Northpaws. Rogers wiggles his bat a few times. 0 for 1 with a walk. The 1-0. A slow roller right back up the middle. Coming up with it, the shortstop Schmidt. Fields fires to first, not in time. Rogers legs out an infield single, and the lineup turns around. Here to Trevor T with a runner on first base.
Now batting, the left fielder number 31, Trevor T.
Brings up Trevor T. Smoked a home run in his very first at-bat over the left field walls. Since then, 0 for 2. Rogers, a lead at first. He's off. The pitch. Lays down bunt, a good one, over towards third. Mariano can't even fire to first base, so Trevor T's too fast. Baseball may not be track and field, but you know what the two sports have in common? Speed kills. Cole Rogers, an infield single. Trevor T backs it up with a bunt that gets laid down for a base hit. Just like that, the Sweets are rolling. Here to Sanders, he lays down a bunt. It's a good one over to first. Drinkle, the toss to first base, just in time for out number 1. Sanders does a good job to move over T to second, Rogers to third base. Not only is the double play off, but Dom Kitties hitting over 400 on the year. A top 3 hitter in the West Coast League by all statistics, steps in. The righty bat with 2 in scoring position, tied up at 4 apiece. The first offering, well inside 1-0. Kitties nods his head a few times. With 1 out. Corners playing in. The 1-0. Lined on a shot over towards short. Schmidt fields on the line. It's an out in the air. The throw goes over to second base. T slides back safely. And it's out number 2. Don Cadiz hit that on the screws. Dom Cadiz can't get the job done. Brings up Landon Young with 2 outs, 2 on. The pitch. Curveball misses away, 1-0. A big spot in this ball game. Tied up at 4 apiece. The 1-0. A chopper over towards third. Mirano throws across the diamond in time, out 3. And the Sweets leave 2 more on in scoring position. Top of the 7th inning on the other side. Sweets knotted up at 4 apiece. We'll be back right after this on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
Play, stay, get away at Clearwater River Casino in Lewiston, Idaho. Owned and operated by the Nez Perce Tribe. Experience Namipu hospitality with 600 gaming machines, comfortable lodging, dining, and sports bar. Excitement is everywhere. The region's premier destination for events and entertainment. Win big with unforgettable concerts, comedy shows, and live sports action. Discover your next play, stay, get away. Visit crcasino.com and start your adventure today.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Sweets leave 2 on in scoring position in the bottom of the 6th frame. Can't scrape across a run, and we're still tied up at 4 apiece as we reach the top of the 7th inning. Lucas Dixon still out there on the hill for the Sweets. The first pitch to Hornback misses outside, ball 1. Correction, Drew Schmidt up there at the plate. 1 ball and no strikes. Nobody out. The 1-0. Shows bunt, pulls away, clips the outside black either way. A ball and a strike. I told you I'd finish our look around the league. We'll do it from the top. It's been an inning or two. We'll see if things change at all. It's the 1-1. Scrapes the edge. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Drifters on top of the Elks, 8-2 in the top of the 7th inning. Top of the 7th, Wenatchee Apple Sox in an out-of-conference game. Dubsy Fish Sticks up 4-2. The next pitch runs outside, got him swinging. Route number 1, Lucas Dixon pulls the string.
Low right fielder number 21, Joey Rico.
Brings up Joey Rico. In the top of the 9th inning, Corvallis trouncing Cowlitz up 8-1. Richfield Raptors on top 15-7 over the Marion Berries in the top of the 6th. In the bottom of the 8th inning, Nanaimo Night Owls on top 3-1 over the Harbor Cats. The first pitch up and away, 1-0. Top of the 8th frame, Kelowna Falcons trail the Port Angeles Lefties. Get this, 12-0. Dixon set. The righties deal. Tattooed out towards right field. Backus ranges back at the wall, makes the play for out number 2. I don't know how much harder he could have hit that ball. That one's hit out to left field. The wind carries that 30 feet over the wall. Instead, Mother Nature helps the Sweets out a touch, and there's 2 gone here in the 7th frame. Brings up Brendan Burke. The Bellingham Bells in a tight one with the Edmonton Riverhawks. Bottom of the 8th inning, Riverhawks up 5-4. And the Pickles, what's new, up 7-4. The next pitch, smoked on the ground. Sanders ranges over, makes the play on the slide. The throw into the chest to Cadiz, out 3. An unconventional 1-2-3, Lucas Dixon almost gives up a homer to right field. Backus tracks it at the wall. And we move to the bottom of the 7th inning. Walla Walla tied up 4-4 here with Kamloops. Enjoy the 7th inning stretch on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Let's go, boys! Let's get some runs!
Tasting fresh isn't hard with Blue Mountain Cider Company. As the official hard cider of the Walla Walla Sweets, our award-winning ciders have been crafted with love from local apples since 2003. Crisp, refreshing, and less filling than beer, Blue Mountain Cider is the perfect choice for any occasion. Check out our 8 flavors including peach, cherry, and harvest blend this summer. These ciders are sure to be a home run. Join us on Facebook and at drinkcider.com to learn more. Blue Mountain Cider Company, an apple a day, one glass at a time.
Experience elegance in the heart of downtown Walla Walla at the Marcus Whitman Hotel. Call for reservations at 509-525-2200 or visit us online at marcuswhitmanhotel.com.
The bottom of the 7th inning, and not much has changed as far as the scoreline is concerned. Walla Walla and Kamloops tied up at 4 apiece. Tanner Kern, the lefty designated hitter, steps in. The first pitch hits the outside black, 0-1. Out there on the hill, Nolan Austin is still working the righty arm. Pitch popped up, shallow left field, working under Pulowski on the run, makes the play as he reaches across his body, squeezes the glove, and it's one gone in the bottom of the 7th frame.
The second baseman, number 7, Nate Stuyvesant.
Brings up Nate Stuyvesant. Talking it up with Applefield behind the plate. The first pitch to Stuyvesant, up and inside of 1-0. Stuyvesant 2 for 3 on the day. The pitch. Shot. One hopper over towards short. Schmidt snares it at his ear. The throw across the diamond. Picked out at the shoe tops for out 2. Keegan Drinkle makes a tough pick at first. And it brings up Nikhil Beasley with 2 gone. A beautiful baseball field here at Burlesky, but does not play easy at the infield as the first pitch, wave and a miss, 0-1. There's a huge crevice once the grass turns into the dirt on the infield. Maybe 3 inches or so, takes crazy hops. The 0-1. Outside, count runs even. Beasley over 2 on the day. Walked back in the 3rd. The 1-1. Just gets a piece of it. Foul tip into the glove for strike 2. Takes a practice swing and steps back in. The 1-2 with 2 gone. Get me over curve, misses just a hair upstairs. 2-2. The stretch, the pitch, fouled back. We'll do it again. Sun has set behind the right field bleachers. Blue skies here in Walla Walla slowly turning into a shade of purple the closer you get to the horizon line. Nobody yet on base. The 2-2 misses away. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Pretty good attendance here on a Wednesday in Walla Walla. The payoff pitch. Line drive center field. Gets down, and with 2 outs, Nikhil Beasley strolls into first base with a single. Brings up Johnny Backus. Sweets tied up 4 apiece here with Kamloops.
The right fielder, number 25, Johnny
Down 4-3, Walla Walla evened it up with a 2-out rally. Can the same thing be said here in the 7th? The pitch to Backus runs away, ball 1. Johnny Backus still searching for his first home run with the Sweets. Has the righty-lefty matchup, the 1-0. Outside, 2 balls and no strikes to the University of Michigan kid. Waves his bat a few times around like a windmill. The 2-0. Runs away. Applefield behind the plate fakes the back pick. 3 balls and no strikes. A walk brings up Cole Rogers. 1 for 2 on the day with a walk. He singled his last time up. The 3-0. Got it on the outside corner. 3 balls and 1 strike. The 3-1. Smoked out towards right field into foul territory. A Northpaw player from the bullpen makes the snag on the fly. Thankfully, that's not how the rules of baseball work, so it's not an out. It's just an impressive play out in foul territory. 2 outs, 3 balls, 2 strikes, runner goes. The pitch popped up center field. Kodema moves under it, walks, makes the play, out 3. Swedes can't scrape across a run. We move to the top of the 8th inning. What's new? We're all tied up 4 apiece. We'll be back right after this on the Walla Walla Swedes Digital Network.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
It's time to play ball with Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you're more than a guest. You are part of the family. And here's an exclusive offer for all you Sweets fans. Show us your Walla Walla Sweets ticket at your next service visit and receive 10% off any regular price service performed. Formerly Walla Walla Valley Honda, same great automotive family and proud sponsor of the Walla Walla Sweets. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you walk in as a guest and drive off as family.
If you missed the 7th inning, you didn't miss much. The Sweets and the Northpaws couldn't scrape across a run, and we're all tied up. Entering the top of the 8th inning, Lucas Dixon still out there on the hill for the Sweets. The righty arm out of Columbia University faces Kalen Applefield. Applefield 0 for on the day in 3 tries. His batting average down to .225 on the year. The lefty bat with the bright blue batting gloves as Dixon with his bright blue glove rolls in the first pitch, fouled back 0-1. That baby blue color as the sky seems to be mirroring their glove and batting glove. A trendy color right now, and for a good reason. A nice shade of blue, the 0-1. Watched inside, count moves even, a ball and a strike. You know, I asked manager Colby Waterlow in Countdown with Colby. You can check that out on our YouTube channel or 10 minutes prior to each broadcast as the 1-1 misses inside at the ankles. 2 balls and 1 strike. Tied up at 4 apiece here in the top of the 8th inning between the Northpaws and the Sweets. I asked him what his favorite jerseys were across the league. He gave me a surprising answer as the 2-1 is tanked out towards right field, high in the air, slowly slices into foul territory. Backus gives chase, reaches out with his glove, can't make the play. A loud foul ball for strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. He answered with the Mariner City Connects jerseys, which, solid jerseys. I only mention this because usually when I ask people this question, they give me the same 3 or 4 answers, depending on what they're a fan of. But the common answer is the St. Louis Cardinal baby blue alternative, the 2-2. Swirls and catches him looking. Basement of the zone for strike 3. Applefield goes down on a K. Brings up Keegan Drinkle. The lefty bat steps in, 1 for 2 on the day. The pitch. Upstairs, 1-0. Drinkle hitting .235 on the year. Every spot's a big spot from here on out. Sweets in a barn burner, tied up at 4 apiece. Here with the Northpaws. The pitch. Inside, outside, looper. Left side, into foul territory. Young goes airborne, dives, can't make the play. He rolls over his left wrist and loses his glove. Had a chance at that one. Can't come up with it, but Young does get up. That's good to see. 1 ball and 1 strike with 1 out. We'll do it again as Keegan Drinkle steps back in the batter's box. Landon Young, known to make 1 or 2 of those highlight-worthy plays a game. What an athlete out there at third base. The 1-1. Ride high. 2 balls and 1 strike. Dixon set at the chest. The pitch. Up and in at the chin. Hitters count. 3 balls and a strike to Drinkle. Joey Mariano on deck. Green light, the 3-1. Down in the dirt, ball 4. And with 1 out, Keegan Drinkle takes a free pass. Speaking of free passes, no one does it better than the Walla Walla Sweets.
Third baseman, number 18, Joey.
The Sweets are second in the league in walks with over 100, 103. First place, the Bellingham Bells with 106. Kamloops not bad either. Clock in with 94. That's good for 5th in the WCL. As Mariano steps in, the righty bat. Just to put it into context, the Sweets have just over 500 ABs as a team as Dixon steps off and manager Colby Waterlow trots out and is going to say hi to Lucas Dixon. This could be the end of his day in his 3rd frame. That means 1 in every 5 at-bats for the Sweets ends in a walk. Manager Colby Waterlow walks out to the mound, and he's talking to Landon Young, who is rolling his left wrist around. Hopefully he's okay. Now he directs his attention towards Lucas Dixon. The righty arm, chatting it up with his manager. You never know if manager Colby Waterlow wants to leave the guy out there or pull him. He never goes immediately and says, I'm going to go to the bullpen. He usually has a conversation with his arm out there on the hill. A runner on first base. And Colby's going to walk back to the dugout. Lucas Dixon stays out there, folks. With 1 out, Sweets tied up 4 apiece with the Northpaws. And Landon Young's going to get checked up on his wrist. From a couple of plays ago, Landon Young dives into foul territory, tries to make a highlight play. In the process, his glove gets stuck under his lower back. He rolls under it. It seems to be something to do with his left wrist. Not going to speculate further than that. But meeting with the athletic trainer now, Lucas Dixon getting a couple of practice tosses in. Sky continues to darken here in Walla Walla. Wind blows out towards left center field. Lights shining bright here at Borleski. Who's going to shine bright on either team and break the tie? We're all square, 4 apiece, with 1 out. Top of the 8th inning. Landon Young's going to stay out there at third. Hasn't put his glove on yet. Flexing his left hand. And now finally puts it on with runners at first base. 1 out. The pitch on the way. Inside. 1 ball and no strikes to Mariano. One for 2 on the day with a walk. Hitting just a $137 on the year. The 1-0. A chopper over towards third. Young immediately gets tested. Goes across the diamond. Beats him by a couple steps for out number 2. Right after Young was seemingly disturbed by something in his left wrist. Makes a play over to first base. That's a good sign. Drinkle over at second. Brings up Cade Pulowski. Correction, a pinch hitter. Jared Hall steps in. Hall played in yesterday's ball game. Collected 1 base hit. The lefty bat swirls it above his left shoulder a few separate times. And manager Waterloo's going to walk out, and looks like that's going to be that for Lucas Dixon. Some strategic mind games going on between the 2 managers. Keith Francis pulls in the lefty bat to face the right-handed pitcher, Lucas Dixon. And we're going to get a pitching change rather. Here with 2 outs in the top of the 8th inning, squared at 4 apiece. Walla Walla goes to a different guy out on the hill. 1 more out to go, runner on second. Don't go anywhere on the Walla Walla Suites digital network.
Play, stay, get away at Clearwater River Casino in Lewiston, Idaho. Owned and operated by the Nez Perce Tribe. Experience Namipu hospitality with 600 gaming machines, comfortable lodging, dining, and sports bar. Excitement is everywhere. The region's premier destination for events and entertainment. Win big with unforgettable concerts, comedy shows, and live sports action. Discover your next play, stay, get away. Visit crcasino.com and start your adventure today.
Whatever your printing needs, Abbott's Printing does it all. Signs and banners, rich, full-colored, high-quality commercial and digital printing, direct mailings, full-color business cards, and postcards. If you want a printing job done right, then Abbott's Printing is the place to be. Abbott's Printing provides award-winning quality and outstanding customer service. Visit abbottsprinting.com to view their selection or call 453-8202. That's 453-8202. Abbott's Printing, where the excellence is on paper.
Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is proud to be the official hotel of the Walla Walla Suite. Our guests are sure to get a great night's sleep in one of our recently remodeled rooms, and our 24-hour pool and spa are perfect for round-the-clock relaxation. Each night at Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is followed by a complimentary breakfast included with every stay. At Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla, you can catch some Z's while the Suites catch some W's. Wins, that is.
Staying in the bottom of the 8th inning. 2 gone. Runner on second base. And up steps Trevor Stowe out there to the hill. The right-handed arm from Washington State University. Thrown 6 in the 3rd innings with the Sweets. The first pitch runs outside 1-0. Pinch hitter in for Cade Pulowski on the other side. Stepping in, Jared Hall, the left-handed bat, faces the righty deal. Stowe's 1-0, misses 2-0. Runs up and outside. And 6 in the 3rd innings pitch. 8 strikeouts for Stowe. A 4.26 ERA. Giving up just 1 base hit. The 2-0. Swing and a miss. fastball right by him. 2 balls and 1 strike. Comes set. 2 outs, the 2-1. Fouled back, and we're evened up, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Stowe 1 strike away from getting the Swedes out of a little bit of a pickle in the top of the 8th. All knotted up at 4 apiece. Borleski starts to clap in unison, ready for the 2-2. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. High cheese got him right through it. Trevor Stowe blows it by him, and we reach the bottom of the 8th inning, still tied up at 4 apiece. We'll be back right after this on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Come support your locally run and operated Wheatland Bakery.
Play, stay, get away at Clearwater River Casino in Lewiston, Idaho. Owned and operated by the Nez Perce Tribe. Experience Namipu hospitality with 600 gaming machines, comfortable lodging, dining, and sports bar. Excitement is everywhere. The region's premier destination for events and entertainment. Win big with unforgettable concerts, comedy shows, and live sports action. Discover your next play, stay, get away. Visit crcasino.com and start your adventure today. Play, stay, get away at Clearwater River Casino in Lewiston, Idaho. Owned and operated by the Nez Perce Tribe. Experience Namipu hospitality with 600 gaming machines, comfortable lodging, dining, and sports bar. Excitement is everywhere. The region's premier destination for events and entertainment. Win big with unforgettable concerts, comedy shows, and live sports action. Discover your next play, stay, get away. Visit crcasino.com and start your adventure today.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
On to the bottom of the 8th inning. Is this the frame? The Swedes take the lead. Tied up at 4 apiece. Walla Walla searching for that big base hit, and stepping in Cole Rogers. The 9-hole hitter facing the new arm out there on the hill, Daxton Vanderkooy. The righty's deal misses inside, but Rogers swings through it anyways, 0-1. Vanderkooy holding a 1.58 ERA in 5 2/3 innings pitched. 5 strikeouts. The 0-1. Down in the dirt. Count evens up, a ball and a strike. Vanderkooy out of the University of Fraser Valley. His hometown, Chilliwack, British Columbia. The Canadian-born player playing with the Kamloops, of course, from Canada. Nobody out, the 1-1. Popped up sky high. This stays in the infield. Out towards foul territory. Applefield, the catcher, ranges under it. Can't make the play. Goes in and out of his leather. And Cole Rogers walks back and gets gifted an AB. Playing with house money, Cole Rogers, the righty bat. Nobody out, and the leadoff base runner is still alive. 1 for 2 on the day. He singled his last time up. The pitch. Curveball misses high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Set at the chest. The pitch. Check swing, did he go? Doesn't matter. Caught him looking in the outer corner. One's gone. Lineup turns around for Trevor T.
Now batting, the left fielder number 31, Trevor T.
Trevor T steps in, the right-handed bat, a home run back in the first frame. It's reached 3 times today, 1 on an error and a hit in the 6th inning. The pitch, check swing, did he go? He did not. He did. 0-1. I didn't see the call over there from David Richardson. The 0-1. A slow bleeder over towards second base. Hornback fields a toss to first. In time, out 2. Vanderkooy making it look easy out there on the hill. Brings up Troy Sanders. We'll see if Sanders can keep the AB alive, or the inning alive, rather. Tied up at 4 apiece. Bottom of the 8th, the first offering misses inside 1-0. Sanders 0 for 2 on the day. A walk back in the first. The pitch. The whistle's low. Two balls and no strikes. The pitch. Hits him. Vanderkooy, a fastball that rides up and in.
First baseman number 23.
Troy Sanders wears it on the upper peck, and Dom Cadiz steps in. In the 4th inning, Cadiz singled with 2 outs. Ended up scoring all the way around from home as Landon Young, the batter on deck, brought him in. Tied up the ball game at 4 apiece. Sanders takes his lead, the first pitch. Clips the inner third, 0-1. I got a feeling Troy Sanders over at first base might try to steal a bag, taking a sizable lead. Will get in scoring position for one of the best bats at the dish with 2 outs. The 0-1 on the way. Popped up sky high. Right field goes into foul territory. Now finally comes back, and it makes the play for out 3. Drinkle steals one away. That almost went to the other side of the netting. Instead, we reach the top of the 9th. Sweets tied up at 4 apiece. We'll be back right after this on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Whatever your printing needs, Abbott's Printing does it all. Signs and banners, rich, full-colored, high-quality commercial and digital printing, direct mailings, full-color business cards, and postcards. If you want a printing job done right, then Abbott's Printing is the place to be. Abbott's Printing provides award-winning quality and outstanding customer service. Visit abbottsprinting.com to view their selection or call 453-8202. That's 453-8202. Abbott's Printing, where the excellence is on paper.
Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is proud to be the official hotel of the Walla Walla Suite. Our guests are sure to get a great night's sleep in one of our recently remodeled rooms, and our 24-hour pool and spa are perfect for round-the-clock relaxation. Each night at Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is followed by a complimentary breakfast included with every stay. At Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla, you can catch some Z's while the Suites catch some W's. Wins, that is.
Folks, it's nail-biting time. To the top of the 9th inning, we go. Tied up at 4 apiece between the Sweets and the Northpaws. Turn up the stereo. Let the food stew on the dish. It's time to lock in and witness what could be a potential walk-off for the Sweets. But first, got to get through the top half of the frame. Stowe's first pitch on the way, shows bunt, pulls away 1-0. Misses low and outside as Ethan Kodema steps back in. 0 for 4 on the day. Facing the 1-0 pitch. Outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Tied up at 4 apiece with Kamloops. Stowe set at the chest. The 2-0 on the way. Check swing, did he go? He did not. 3 balls and no strikes. Kodama hitting 14 for 42 on the year. A .333 average. Faces the 3-0. A tick high, ball 4. A 4-pitch walk. Not what you want to see out there from Stowe. And a leadoff base runner. We all know what leadoff walks lead to. Runs. Hornback steps in. 3 base hits on the day. The righty bat twirls a few times and faces the first offering. Shows bunt. Fouled back behind the netting. 0-1. Walla Walla, 10 hits. Kamloops with 8. Both teams with 1 error. A pretty even ball game throughout. Both squads left quite a few base runners on in scoring position. The 0-1. Shows bunt. Gets it down. Moving under the baseball. Scaldaferri goes over to first base for 1. And now in between second and third, but moving back safely without a throw, Kodama. Tried to roll over to third base. Didn't do it. Taking over for Landon Young at third, by the way, Billy Scaldaferri. Maybe resting Landon Young after what could be a potential injury in his left wrist. The first pitch, inside 1-0. Of course, just speculation. Who's rolling his wrist back and forth. Now gets taken out of the ball game. Tied up at 4 apiece, top of the 9th. The 1-0. Hits the outside black. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here to Drew Schmidt. He's 0 for 3 on the day, but this kid can hit. A 4-hit night yesterday, hitting .444 on the year. The 1-1 turns into a 1-2 after a ball that splatted back behind and hits the netting. Kodama at second. Into the motion and the pitch. A chopper over towards short. Moving under with the baseball. Sanders throws over the third. He got him. Dom Cadiz stretched. Made the backhand play. The entire dugout for the Northpaws thought he was off first base. And now the 2 umpires, Daniel Richardson and Taylor Parsons, going to talk things up. This is a big call. Would be the second out, and they call him out. David Richardson talks it up with Taylor Parsons, confirmed the call. And David Richardson, the home plate umpire, was talking it up with Keith Francis, the manager, said stay in the dugout or you will be ejected, so he goes back. 2 outs, runner on second. The first pitch, fouled back, 0-1. Joey Rico steps in. One base hit in 3 tries, a walk in the 5th frame as well, with 2 outs. Takes a peek at second base, now delivers home, misses away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Base hit most likely scores Kodama from second base. Trevor Stowe in a big spot. The 1-1. Fly ball left field, foul territory. Over the netting. Stowe 1 pitch away. 1 ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Sweets tied up 4 apiece here against the Northpaws in a big spot in the top of the 9th inning. The 1-2 on the way to Schmidt. Line drive center field. Rogers ranges back. Camp Sundren makes the play, and there's out number 3. Sweets with a chance to walk it off in the bottom of the 9th inning. We're tied up at 4 apiece. How much longer will that last? Well, you can only find out on the Walla Walla Sweets digital network. Don't turn your TV off. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after this on the Walla Walla Sweets digital network.
Play, stay, get away at Clearwater River Casino in Lewiston, Idaho. Owned and operated by the Nez Perce Tribe. Experience Namipu hospitality with 600 gaming machines, comfortable lodging, dining, and sports bar. Excitement is everywhere. The region's premier destination for events and entertainment. Win big with unforgettable concerts, comedy shows, and live sports action. Discover your next play, stay, get away. Visit crcasino.com and start your adventure today.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Play, stay, get.
To the bottom of the 9th inning we go. Sweets tied up 4 apiece here against the Northpaws as Julio Garcia takes over on the mound for Kamloops. The righty arm 6'2" out of Texas Tyler University. In 2 innings pitched, give it up 0 earned runs with 1 strikeout. And Billy Scaldaferri enters the game for the first time. Taking over for Landon Young last inning in the field. Now enters the batter's box for his first time tonight. Garcia comes set at the belt. The first pitch on the way. Just a hair downstairs. 1-0. Sweets lost yesterday's ball game 6-1, trying to even up the series. The 1-0 on the way. A flare out towards left field. It gets over Schmidt's head, bounces into left field, and rolling into first base with a leadoff single, Billy Scaldaferri. Tanner Kern steps up. A prime spot. The Sweets already have 2 walk-offs this year. Could it be number 3 in the early parts of June? Garcia comes set. The pitch on the way. Hits the bottom of the zone, 0-1. This game has been close all evening long. Neither team has scored since the 4th inning. A 2-run top of the 4th for Kamloops, 1 run for the Sweets. The pitch on the way, shows bunt, pulls away. Outside. 1 ball and 1 strike here to Kern. The Swedes tacked on 2 runs in the bottom of the 1st inning. Trevor T got things going with an explosive leadoff home run out towards left field. The only homer of the day. The 1-1. Kern shows bunt, does not pull away. Foul tip into Applefield's glove behind the plate. A ball and 2 strikes, and Kern's approach most likely changes. 1 for 3 on the day. A runner at first base. Scaldaferri takes his lead, the 1-2. Outside, ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Sweets have been in a myriad of close contests. Does it go Walla Walla's way today on a Wednesday night? The 2-2. Fouled back. Kern just stays alive. Lights shining bright here at Borleski. Oh, breeze blowing out towards left center field. A dark blue sky overhead as Garcia leans in and gets the sign from Applefield. Nobody out. The 2-2. Chopped, third base side into foul territory. Kern is going to walk back in and do it again. With nobody out, Scaldaferri takes a lead at first, and Garcia steps off. A big spot here, tied up at 4 apiece. Bottom of the 9th, nobody out. Runner at first. The 2-2. Flied back behind the netting. A few children go running for the baseball. Who gets it? And a girl in the black t-shirt comes up with it. Looks like her first ball of the night. Goes home with a souvenir here in the latter part of this contest. Knotted up at 4 apiece. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Runner goes. Curveball misses. Oh, it hits the bottom of the zone. Tanner Kern goes down. No throw over to second base.
The second baseman, number 7, Nate Stuyvesant.
Brings up Nate Stuyvesant. Scaldaferri at second. Stuyvesant 2 for 4 on the day, and he gets intentionally walked. I was about to say Stuyvesant had an opportunity to make a big impact in his first game with the Sweets. Instead, Nikhil Beasley steps in. The bottom of the lineup, Beasley, Backus, and Rogers holds the Sweets' fate with 2 on and 1 out. We've seen 1 extra innings contest already here at Borleski. It went the Sweets' way a week ago. The first pitch, Beasley lines one into the right field netting. 0-1. Beasley 1 for 3 on the day with 1 out. The 0-1. Catches the outside third. Beasley in an early 0-2 hole. Middle infield double play depth. Scaldaferri at second. Stuyvesant at first. Garcia set at the hip. In the motion and the 0-2. Inside-outside dribbler over towards first. Collecting Drinkle. He steps on his bag. Both runners move up 90 feet. And it brings up Johnny Backus with 2 on in scoring position in the bottom of the 9th.
All right, fielder number 25, Johnny.
The throw over to first base. Was it a hidden ball trick? Over at first base, confusion on the base paths. Everyone is screaming, both sides. The manager, Colby Waterlow's out. So is Keith Francis. I can count about 14 red shirts towards the right side of the infield. Stuyvesant at first base. Might have been touched at first, or was it ruled a dead ball? Stuyvesant goes over to second now. Mayhem. Stuyvesant was walking back to first. It seemed like he didn't know what the play was. No matter. 2 on. Runners on second and third. Johnny Backus, the lefty bat, faces the righty's deal. Bottom of the ninth, fouled back. 0-1. It's been no secret that Johnny Backus has not found his footing here in Walla Walla quite yet. Hitting .081 on the year, just 3 base hits in 37 tries. But does that all change here? With 2 outs, the 0-1. Line drive left field, gets down right in front of it, and Johnny Backus walks it off! The Sweets win 5-4 off the bat of the Michigan kid, Johnny Backus! How sweet it is! The Sweets run out towards right center field. It's a pool party here in Walla Squared. Everyone hops over the wall, and Johnny Backus gets it done. The 3rd walk-off of the year for the Sweets, a 5-4 victory over the Northpaws, and this will go to the rubber match. Tomorrow, 6:35 p.m., circle your calendars. It's gonna be a good one. The Sweets trying to win their 3rd home series and stay undefeated in home series in the 2025 season. Johnny Backus scorches it, an inside-outside liner to left field. You gotta feel for the kid. Up until this point, been struggling. Is this the moment? Finally turns around. We will turn around as well. Sweets win 5-4. We're going to have a conversation with Johnny Backus postgame on the player of the game. That'll be on YouTube later tonight at WW Sweets. But for now, Drew Alba and the rest of the crew signing off as the Sweets win 5-4 in an electric 9-inning walk-off affair. We'll be back tomorrow night, 6:35, against the Northpaws on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network. But for now, so long, good night, and have a good evening.